Hey everybody, how you doing? That's great. All right, so hope you enjoyed the first part of the stream, which was positively action-packed. For the remainder, we're going to be segueing into a gathering and crafting tutorial for the popular MMO Final Fantasy XIV. Now, before we get into that, let's thank some people. Such as Otaku Isaiah, sub for 22. Thank you, man. So I bounce off MMOs hard, but tonight's stream will still help heal my soul after a really shitty short-staffed shift at my nursing home. I think I ran out of room, so this month's fact will be separate. No problem. Hey, darling. Hey. Welcome back. Action Hank TX sub for 15 to say get yeeted off that platform, and I did. Radisson sub for 3. Remry sub for 38. Thank you. Says, you ain't nothing but a fucking slutty ham sandwich. Don't know what's up with that, but thank you. Why are people saying Warframe is in Smash Brothers? Lotus is a spirit? Ah, cool. Bravely Segfault sub. Thank you. Appreciate it. Megboy Manuel sub for 15. Thank you, Meg. Yo, how you both like... Hey, Paige! Megboy Manuel wants to know how you like the Ruby Page art.
I fucking love it.
She said she loves it if you couldn't hear her.
I love my butt.
It's good. It's good stuff. Also, I had a follow-up to the Eden story, where Moth, Stride, and Saren had to run Eden multiple times with me, and I brought Neo Ishgard top 5 hours later, rendering the whole thing a complete farce. You're a dumbass. And you bought it? All right. So Megboy Manuel did something that a lot of players do. They bought crafted gear. Now, somebody asked me a few days ago, Pat, how'd you get 50 million gil? And the answer to that is complicated, and we'll go into some of that today. But the number one way to the number one way to make money in Final Fantasy XIV is to never buy anything. Ever. Ever. All right. Stu the Great, sub for 13. Thank you. Madberry, sub for 5. Says, big tanking for the win. Thank you, Madberry. Dante Joestar and Arcanum MBD both sub for 13 months. Thank you. CN Alpha sub says, Pat got the ocean fishing shark mount yesterday. Good for you, CN Alpha. That thing's cool. Bro Jira and Primal subbed. Kindashag kicked in 5 to say, hey, Pat, I've been playing DMC3 for the first time on the Switch. And boy, does that Arkham fight feel like a toll I have to pay just to get to Virgil 3. Stay motivated. The reason for that is because that was added in the special edition. It's a little bonus fight. It's why it just doesn't fit nearly as well. Fenrir lives, sub for 33. Thank you, Fenrir. Ah, Beans, I'm late. Thanks for being a cool source of cool content, Pat. The 14 streams are super cool, and I appreciate them a bunch. College is almost done, and I cannot wait to start watching more regularly soon. Thank you, Fenrir. I appreciate that. You were very kind. Little Big Quebec kicked in 5, says, only when she puts on the skimpy clothes, though. That's right. That's right. You have to look away. Let's see. Squirrel sub for 4. Guns N' Roses sub for 2. Thank you, Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses says, did you buy the same thing with the wax top that you don't know how to open?
It's not. It's a little different.
Hold on a second. Guns N' Roses says, hey, Pat, as a former 14 player who hasn't played since February of 2015, when the Golden Saucer was introduced, that's 2.5. How difficult is it to get back in the game? It's not. Just jump back in and you'll be riding a bike horse in no time. And Saren sub for 37 months to say, I think that's fart noises, but thank you, Saren. I appreciate it. Paige, do you need help?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna leave the camera on and the microphone on so you can hear me complaining about how Paige bought another bottle she can't open. That is just like the other bottle you couldn't open.
It's not, though. It's a different one.
I will also, for our purposes, put the chat up onto the screen so we can all feel Paige's shame as we try to open this bottle.
You're making me sound like a drunk.
Paige, you only 2 like liquors in the past like I don't know month, 2 months.
Yeah.
But they've both been unopenable.
Yeah. Well, please open. Thank you.
This is even worse than the last
I know.
one.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it till I was like out, and I was like, oh.
I don't even know how you're supposed to open it.
I don't know. I think maybe a knife. Careful.
I'm not taking a knife to this. I say as I take a knife to this.
Careful, please.
Stay back.
Oh, all right. I'll go over here. How's it going, guys? Are you enjoying Final Fantasy? The final?
I told you to stay back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got excited. I wanted to be near you. I'm really sorry.
I don't mean to be rude,
Patrick,
but I'm knifing a bottle open.
Patrick, your body makes me just want to like orbit you. You know. Am I your little moon?
Hey,
Wait, I'm
get
sorry.
away
I'm sorry,
from
I'm
the knife!
I'm sorry.
Stand on that side of the room!
I'm gonna stay here. Is my mic on? I don't know. Hi. It's fine. I'll stay here. Hi. How's it going? Hi.
I can't. I literally can't. I literally can't believe this shit.
Oh no, it wasn't intended to be that kind of joke. I was trying to make it like I'm his orbiter. Because I am. But I guess that's a double entendre.
Get away from the knife. Why do you have to tell people this?
What? Oh, well...
Like, I'm knifing this thing sideways.
Wait a minute, hold on. What's this about the blood circle? I don't know about the blood circle.
I thought that was coming up.
Hey! Oh my god! Rude!
Paige, this thing sucks so bad.
I'm really sorry.
This thing sucks so bad.
Wait, is it off?
No, I'm working on it. It's a whole process.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Do you want some?
No.
No, Kataguro. No. What's he working on? I just got like a bottle of wine for myself. And Patrick, if he so desired, but he does not enjoy wine.
I don't drink at all.
Yeah,
really.
I know, you don't. The occasional Bloody Caesar.
I'm not a teetotaler. It's not, the fun is gone. Oh my god.
But the wine has a wax seal.
Much like the last wine with the wax seal you brought home.
No, it has a really weird type wax seal. That's why I can't open it. I also have really bad wrists, so I have to be careful. We have a wine opener. It's just it's the wax.
Paige.
You got it? Oh, bless. Thank you. I'm not gonna get messed up. I'm gonna have it with dinner.
Yes, I will have this bottle of wine with dinner. What is it for dinner?
Patrick.
Why, it is here. Another bottle of wine.
Patrick, come on.
No. I would never.
I drink liquor out of a teacup.
I
What
would.
do you think?
I would never. I gotta wash my hands. They're all waxy now.
Sorry.
I would never have merely one bottle of wine with dinner. I would have. One bottle of wine by itself. That is scandalous. I would have it with a side of crushed old grapes.
By the way, I totally thought this was a bowl of boogers. I was like, heat the fucking.
Paige, you did that last week.
I know. But I really did. And I didn't even know what to think.
Oh man. So people are gonna start my fucking crafting tutorial stream, and the first 10 minutes are nothing.
Sorry.
They're nothing but like an empty couch.
Well, then just cut it.
No, it has to stay.
Why?
It's pure. Also, it takes less work.
Oh god.
It does. It takes less work. All right, hey everyone. Hey. Was that fun? Bring back Invisible Pat. Is Paige just gonna chug-a-lug it?
No, I drink.
You're gonna give it a chug-a-lug?
No.
Look at this.
A sippy doodle.
A sippy doodle. You gotta aerate it. You can't just give it a chug-a-lug.
I drink it out of a fucking tea.
No, I'm doing it. It's an anti-Donna bit.
No.
Don't you remember? Haven't you done well with the wine?
Oh, yeah.
And they start spitting wine all over each other.
I like the one where it's like the Christmas pud.
Yeah. Oh, he has a little bit of Christmas pud.
Christmas pud.
A little bit of Christmas pud. Mm. All right. So, now that this nonsense is done with, let's go back into Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, cool. Thanks, AFK camera. That's weird.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know who that is, but but AFK camera seems to like them. All right. Off we go. Who the fuck is that? Who the actual fuck is that? Oh, it's Mothman.
Oh, man.
Of-
Try this.
No.
like-
Paige, before you fucking left, we literally had a whole conversation with the stream about saying no thank you to things or things that people don't want to have. And as I was opening the bottle, you asked me if I wanted some, and I said no thank you. You know I don't even... We had a discussion about me not having the drinks. And sure enough, oh, it's so good! Oh, you simply must try it!
Patrick, I live in the present moment. So I don't have time to think about the past.
You know what that means?
Even if it's what?
You know what that means, everyone? There are 3 pages. Hold on, I'm gonna go big camera again.
2 rats.
Yes. I'm gonna go big camera again. Alright. There are 3 pages. There is present page, there is past page, and there is future page. Alright, so the problem is that present page is like, oh, I hope things turn out well. But oh no! Past page was here. And past page said, fuck future page.
Yeah.
And set things up for present page to fix. Will present page fix it? No, because present page says, fuck future page. What does this mean? This means that future page will often look at past page and present page, which are ironically enough both past page, and go, damn you, past page. Why did you put me in the situation as I was future page, but am now present page?
Thank you. That was enlightening.
And that's the story of the 3 pages. More like peasant page. Oh! Peasant page just wants some oatmeal. We actually looked at oatmeal earlier today. Paige was excited about oatmeal, so how about
I
that?
fucking love oatmeal. Nobody knows my dark secret that I love oatmeal.
Yeah, only 982 people now know your dark secret about oatmeal.
Oh.
83 if you include me. All right. Anyway, back to the video game. All right, so let's walk you through. Oh, but first, Gimpy sub for 10. It says 10 months of giving me crazy man money. Thank you, Gimpy. All right, so we're going to head off to Ul'dah, the beginning of the game, for many people. How does Pheasant Page factor into this?
I like that.
I don't know. Hit that Aethernet and go to the Miners Guild. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. No, stop.
For fuck's sake.
Paige, you move the camera, you move the thing, you move everything.
I just
All
want
right.
to lift my feet up.
I
won't move it.
You moved it. I can see it. It's by 1 millimeter.
Pat, I put...
By 1 millimeter.
It hasn't moved. I put my foot upon it.
Alright. So,
Fucking millimeter.
in Ul'dah, you will find, before we get in to crafting, you will find the Miners Guild. I'm going to use Miner as an example. Gridania has the Botany Guild, and the Fishing Guild is out in Limsa. Long story short, you're going to... So I've done these quests But you'll talk to some dumb bitch in here, and they'll be like, hey, buddy, do you want to be a miner? And I'll say, hell yeah, I want to hit rocks. And they'll go, okay. You'll go to your character, you'll equip a stick, a pickaxe, that will let you hit rocks. Then, you'll do the following. You'll run out this way. And then, you'll run to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, wherein you'll buy gathering clothes. They're different from regular clothes, but that's not really important. Just buy generic garbage.
Oh my god, your chat's really funny today, by the way.
They're always funny.
I know, but they're really killing it today.
I know. They're always funny. All right. You're learning? All right. Yes. Unmelded pickaxe, fake gatherer. I don't meld for shit, dude. On gatherers, anyway. Anyway, then what you'll do is you'll run outside. Now, this is going to apply to everybody. Ocean fishing, the thing we did last time, will make your fishing guy level really fast. But, regardless, you'll hit this little zone. I'm going from base-ass nothing, 0 in gathering combat, or gathering and whatnot. So, you'll run outside, and if you look at the mini-map, up here, you'll see little pickaxe things. Little pickaxe things. Yeah, you see that? All right, so you'll run out here, and if... Yeah, it's all easy bitch shit. So you'll run over to this here mineral deposit. Do you see this? I see it. These are rocks. All right? Do you see these rocks? I see these rocks. If I were you, every time you enter a new rock, you will get one of each of the rocks. Like so. 1 copper ore. These will fill up your goddamn inventory thing. You might get an achievement later in the game. Now, because of the way that I'm playing this game, I just throw them right the fuck out. Right? As you hit rocks, you will gain experience. Then, when you hit certain level thresholds, you go back to the mining consortium. You will talk to them. They will give you a little bitty quest. What the fuck quest are you? You must be some other thing. Whatever. Anyway, if you botany, you'll gain sticks. If you fish, you'll gain fish. Right? Fishing is the same, but instead of going to those little points, you will go to what do you call it? You will go to fishing holes or almost every piece of water. All right. Once you hit level 15, which should be laughably fuck easy and take you like an hour, you're going to teleport over to the North Shroud and Fall Gourd float. Falgort float is this area right here. Then you will use the coolest mount of choice. I have selected the frog robot for my gatherers. And you will come here, which, as you've noticed, is actually the wrong place. And has nothing to do with gatherers. However, you will want to know this place is here for your crafters. I super fucking forgot. Alright. In fact, come to think of it, in A Realm Reborn, there are no dedicated gatherer quests for any of the beast tribes. But that's okay. So, instead what you're going to do is you're going to go back to Ul'dah. Now, granted, if you are depending on what city you're allied with, you'll go to Limsa or what do you call it? Ixal do have gathered dailies? Really? Yeah, I thought they did. Anyway. I thought they did. Anyway, you'll go to your Grand Company turn-in. Right? You'll go to, say, I believe it's the Flame Personnel Officer for Ul'dah. Anyway. No. Oh, see, I have to go to Limsa. Haha. Because I'm with the Maelstrom. Oh, they need to be picked up and turned in as crafters. Alright, so good. I'm glad that we're doing this first. Alright, so you're going to go to your Grand Company turn-in place. Which, for me, is the Maelstrom. Why not 1K comms? Almost. Anyway, so you're going to go to the Personnel Officer, right? You're going to undertake supply and provisioning message. Alright, so this is... Supply is for crafters. Provisioning is for gatherers. Alright, this is really simple. Your provision now is going to give you some items. Alright, they're going to give you some items that you want. Alright, so I'm a miner. Right, so what I'm going to do is you're going to hit... So let's assume you're playing on controller. I don't know what the... You hit square on this, and you're going to search item by gathering method. This will tell you where it is. Okay. Then you click on it. Go down here. It will show you the average area that it's at. And they will be assigned to your approximate level. Okay. So, you will then go out and you will gather. Now, here's the important thing. There's two types of gathering. There's NQ and HQ. That's a normal quality, but everybody calls it no quality because it's shit. You can also get high quality. Now, this applies to items and gathered items. You can also go into timers, and here we go. You can go timers into your next mission allowance, and you can actually do that shit from here. So right from your menu. So duty, timers, next mission allowance. All right, there you go. All right. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go and gather whatever rock it wants. You're going to want to make sure to keep gathering until you have however many they want of high quality. Turn those in, you'll get an XP bonus. It will give you a lot. I'm not sure how much it is because my characters are like, they're maxed out now. It will give you a lot of experience. Okay? Then, let's say you're a level 35 miner, right? You would want to go to somewhere like Costa del Sol, which is an appropriate area for level 35 miners. Right? In Costa del Sol, on your map, you'll see a glowing exclamation point. Alright? You will walk up to this person. This person is a leave meet. If you hit start and go to journal, you'll see down at the bottom here, there's something called allowances. You get 6 of these every day. Alright? These are for leaves. Leaves are fancy quests that you can do with your gatherer. So, Fieldcraft is for gatherers. So, here's level 30, right? You click on them, right? You accept them. So let's accept this one. It'll show in green on the map where it's at. And we're going to roll down there. So you can see it says, equip a primary tool. Blah, 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 blah. Also, if you're level 8 or higher, make sure that you're sneaking. This will make you pretty much invisible. They've improved it. So we'll hang out here, right? This is where we're going to hang out. Where is... There it is. Alright, so. Skills that you will want to know about. Number 1 is Unearth. It increases your high quality chance. Alright? The second one is Pick Clean, which is really far down the line. And the third one is King's Yield 2. King's Yield 2 and Pick Clean basically give you more items per hit. And the Unearth series increases the HQ value. The reason why you're... Oh, also the Sharp Vision buffs. Because these will increase your chances of hitting the item. So, we're going to hit this. We're going to initiate it. Always max out the difficulty on your lev. Always. It will then tell you, what do you gotta do? You gotta get 40 iron ores. Run. You only have 20 minutes. Oh, shit. That's wrong. I went to the wrong one. I can't believe it. The ones that are correct have the card symbol on them. So, if I can actually use King's Yield, I can. I will be able to get more iron ores. Many more iron ores. And that's why King's Yield kicks ass. I love you, King's Yield. Just plunk away. By the way, your leave allowances, you get 6 a day. Use them. They're good. They cap at 100. So boop, 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 boop. So you saw that the XP that it said I was going to get was about 200,000, I think it was, right? Which is pretty goddamn good, right? However, we did put the goddamn difficulty up, didn't we? So, how much XP do we get? We get... Let's find out. We will get... Collect reward, and we will get... the 200,000 plus 54,000 extra. So... Right there, what I just did, turning in your guild seals, guild provisioning missions, and doing your your leaves, will be the #1 way to get from 1 to 50. Easy. Shouldn't take you long at all. Do minor first, it's the simplest. Right? Now you're gonna hit level 50. Alright? So let's jump forward in time. You've hit level 50. What are you gonna do? Let's find out. Let's look at our beast tribes. It looks like you're gonna unlock something at level 50. That thing at level 50 is your collector's glove. The collector's glove will unlock collectibles. And that's how you're going to level for the rest of the game. Now, somebody asks in chat, what's the point of leveling miner? Well, I'll tell you. The point of leveling miner is the same point as leveling botanist, which is the same point as leveling fishing. They're gathering professions, which will allow you, as a crafter, or just somebody who wants to make a little money, to get materials from the game and sell them. Now, if you have a leveled up crafter, you'll be able to get your materials for free, as well as sell them faster. If you don't have a leveled up crafter, you can make a little bit more money, but the money's in the crafting. You will also be able to get your own materials and craft your own things so that you can make stuff for yourself. Housing items, weapons, gear, novelty items, luxury items, yada, 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 yada. Also, don't buy gold. It's not only against the rules, but they will catch you and you will get fucking banned. All right, so now we are off to... where's a good spot for that? We're off to Mordona, the spot you will be at 50. All right. You go to the collectible appraiser. He's going to tell you what the good ass shit for you is. Also, if you're looking correctly, you will see that the XP amounts that you get for these items are fucking disgusting. They're fucking disgusting for the levels that they're at. Now, these ones suck ass because I am way out leveled for them. But there will always be ones that are appropriate for your level, right? So, and the XP will scale, right? So if you're level 50, it goes, hey, get some dragon obsidian. Okay, search for gathering method. It would be in the Kurthus Western Highlands in Riversmeet. And this is where we're going to need to go outside of the game. We are looking for dragon obsidian. What does this mean? Well, I'll show you, motherfuckers. You are going to motherfucking go to a website called Garland Tools. Then you're going to go on to Garland Data. I will show you now what this website looks like. And I really should just put this at the bottom, huh? Yeah. All right. This is Garland Tools. This is what you will need to help you make a shit ton of money. So we were looking for Dragon Obsidian, which you will type in as Dragon Obsidian. There it is. You will then click on Sources and Uses, Gathering, and click on this. You will find that it has no time limit on it at all. Therefore, we can just go motherfucking get it. So let's do that. To the Kurthus Western Highlands. Jeez, it's a lot of shit in this game. All right. Show you something that actually makes use of Garland Tools? You're right. Okay, custom deliveries. That's the wrong one. All right, let's say... Okay, let's pretend... Hey, why is screen a fuck? That's weird. All right, let's pretend that this is a lower... That the item I'm going to go get is a lower value thing, right? So let's go back to Garland. Right? Let's look for tungsten ore. right? So I'm going to click on this garland. There we go. Boop. All right. So let's go look for some tungsten ore. This is a high level item, but it's the idea is the same for all of them. You're gathering, where the return. It's going to spawn in 25 minutes. Not very useful for our purposes. But if you want to be alerted 2 minutes beforehand, you click this little sound button. And then you'll allow notifications. As long as you keep this tab open, when this has 2 minutes to go, it will tell you, hey man, that node's about to pop. And you'll be able to go and get it. This is important. But tungsten's not going to do it. So let's try prism stone. Prism stone. How are you doing? You are in 7 minutes. Perfect. All right. Hit this. Now I happen to know where this is, so I will instead take the time to tell you about the Tome of Geological Folklore. All right. You saw that some of the rewards for those, it wasn't just XP. It was also something called yellow and white scripts. Yellow and white scripts are currencies that you can use to get stuff for your gatherers and crafters. If we were to run over here to the script exchange, we can go to the gather script exchange and we can go and take a look at the level 70 items, which will include trade tokens. In fact, I need some more. You'll then take that over to a Splendor vendor at the location that you're at, and the Splendor vendors will sell you tomes of geological, botanical, and ichthyological folklore. The long and short of it is that you trade these tokens in, get these books, learn these books. They will give you the fancy high-level gathering nodes for your particular region. Right? That unlocks the good shit that will get you the really good stuff. All right? By the way, in the meanwhile, I want to thank Captain Fox for subbing for 14. He says, yo, why am I still subscribed to the Tallest Manlet? Because I love you, buddy. That's why. Kiss, kiss. Thank you. All right, so we have a gathering node, right? We also have a location to go to. That's Ilmeg. So let's go there. But that's not all. All right. That's not all at all. You can see down here, I have these little things that have little gear icons on them. All right. So first of all, when you're gathering collectibles, turn on that collector's glove. Otherwise, it won't work. And now, we're going to get into the real shit. I'm going to assume that you're level 50. At level 50, you have two skills. A discerning eye and methodical appraisal. Here is how you will gather. Are you ready? Are you ready? You will go up to the node. You will click it. You will then hit discerning eye, followed by methodical appraisal, as many times as you can. When you're done, you'll gather it. Ideally, the collectability will be higher than the minimum collectability. As you can see, if your collectability crushes it, you'll get a bonus. And at the highest levels, you'll get a huge motherfucking bonus. Alright? I believe it's over here. Now, instinctual appraisal will give you a possible free discerning eye. Unfortunately, that is not the right one. You're thinking of impulsive appraisal. Right? So, for the early game, you are going to go and do discerning eye, methodical appraisal, gather, turn it in. You will level the fuck up. You will level like fucking crazy. Okay? Good. Great. Now, let's say you're higher level. How much higher level? Well, high enough level to get single mind. Alright. Single mind. You know what that is? That's the fucking shit right there. Now, you're gonna do something that nobody knows how to do unless they're in a gathering and mining. You see somebody's already setting up for this. You're gonna start. You're gonna go to system. And you're gonna... Oh! See that? There it is. 2 minutes to go. You set those up. You let those sit in a tab. You do whatever the fuck you want. You go, oh, hey! I gotta mine that. Now you're gonna go to your user macros. This is it. This is the absolute shit. Alright? The user macro system works really simply. AC/ means action, means do it. Then you put the action you want in quotations, and then depending on the particular item and how long it takes, you do wait 2 or wait 3, whatever. The macro that you see on screen, copy it. Fucking copy that one. That is the one that you will use for scripts. It will hit discerning eye and then hit a pulse of appraisal. And if discerning eye procced, it'll use discerning eye and impulsive appraisal. If discerning eye did not proc, it'll use single mind, which will save you a gathering attempt. This is the shit. You don't need to know nothing. You want to gather scripts? Use this one. Use it. Put it on a button. This is my fish button. You see the fish button? You see it? You see the motherfucking fish button? You see it? Good. Now, in about 15 seconds, node's gonna pop. And our mini-map up here. Can I copy and paste that shit, or do I have to put it all manually? You have to, you can copy paste it. Yeah, you can copy paste it. The mini-map will show us where our item is. In about 1, 2, 3 seconds. Don't fuck with me now, man. There it is. All right. We've detected a fancy mineral deposit. And of course, I'm in the wrong motherfucking spot. All right. These last anywhere from 2 to 8 minutes, so it's not really that big of a deal. As you can see, our friend here is also here for the same reason. You're gonna click on it with Collector's Glove on. Why? Because if you don't have Collector's Glove on, you'll just gather it normally, and who gives a shit? So, you'll Collector's Glove on. Because my stats are high, you can see down here, I have extra gathering attempts. This is the best thing that can possibly happen. You're gonna click on it. Then, you are going to use your buttons, or just your mouse, and click this script button. And it'll do the work for you. We now have a nice collectability of 482. If you remember, we had to hit 470. What are we going to do now? We're going to hit collect. Bam. Collect. Bam. Collect. Bam. Oh, look at all these. Look at all these things. Oh, oh my goodness. It's crushing it. Look at this crushing shit right here. Oh my goodness. All right. You're now going to go back to the Splendor person of choice. That was about as ideal as it could have gone, by the way. So I currently have 0 white gatherer scripts. I will now run over to the collectible appraiser. And I'm going to kick in these prism stones. And look at all these scripts, and if I was leveling up, XP I get. Look at that. Done. Now, later on in your gathering life, you might need a different type of item. You might need something called an Aether Sand. Now, Aether Sands are used in a lot of high-end gear. They're one of the best things you can actually just sell. You can just take them and sell them. You can be done. Done, motherfucker. I sold it. I didn't have to craft it. I didn't have to do shit. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go back to Garland Tools. You're going to search for Aether Sand. Now, there's a lot of different types of Aether Sands, but for the time being, we're going to look for Age Deep, Age Wood, and Scuro Glow Aether Sand. These are the current ones. These will apply to all the Aether Sands that you personally find, but these are the ones that are the most likely to be useful for me. You're going to hit Sources and Uses. Sources and Uses is going to give you a ethereal reduction. That means gathering. Don't worry about it. So, for example, let's say Scuro Glow Aether Sand. This will be the easiest for me to get. They come from Sweet Marjoram, which is botany. They also come from Solarite. So let's take a look at Solarite. Gathering. This will pop in 7 minutes. What about Sweet Marjoram? This will pop now. Perfect. So, you hit that map, it'll tell you exactly where it is on that map. That's Aractica Greatwood, southwest of Fano. I shouldn't have clicked that button. All right, so Ethereal reduction. I'm hitting these buttons wrong. All right, so whatever. Fuck off. Get out of Solar. We're now looking for Sweet Marjoram. So let's go. Oh, gotta fix the camera. Boop. There we go. So, gonna switch to my gatherer. Sorry, my botanist, which is identical to my thing. And we're gonna go to the Aractica Greatwood. Garland Tools, that's right. All right, so as you can see, I believe Mothman is actually going that way. Fuck him. Don't worry about him. So this is the interesting thing. Can you get the gear without crafting? You can get basic gear by just buying it with generic gil or turning in the scripts for better gear. So you see that up here? That the icon's a little different? That's an ephemeral node. Okay? Ephemeral nodes last quite a bit. And here's where you're going to use your second macro. This is the second macro. This is the Aether Sand macro. You can only do this with 600 GP or and the skills required, which are Single Mind, Utmost Caution, Instinctual Appraisal, and Discerning Eye. You get this all by 60 easy. So here's what you do. You hit macro number 1. By the way, you can pause these if you need to record them. Then, if your Aether Sand collectability is over 360, hit this one. If it's under 360, hit this one. All right, following me here? All right, so we're gonna walk up to it, turn on our collector's glove, and get that sweet margarine. All right, we're gonna hit macro 1. That went bad. That went okay. We're over 360. This means we can hit macro number 2 instead of macro number 3. We now have a collectability of over 450. Collect it. You will now get the collectible of a high-quality sweet marjoram. Now, at a certain level, where is it? General? Okay, you have a general command called ethereal reduction. This is a really weird fucking thing. But what it does is it allows you to take collectibles, like the one you just got, that can be turned into Aether Sand. And you click on that. And now you will dismantle them into items. So, I want to dismantle or reduce the sweet marjoram. What do I get? Some crystals. What about next time? Still some crystals. Well, we struck out. So we're going to use a cordial. And here's the trick for ephemeral nodes. Since they last 8 minutes, you run over to this lush vegetation patch. And you click on it. Then you run over here to this lush vegetation patch and click on it. Then you run to another lush vegetation patch and click on it. And would you look at that? The ephemeral node has respawned. We will now be doing that again. This takes 600 GP. So, if you get one that's just regular like this, just mine it, do it again. You might get lucky and get a gathering +2. We're over 360, so let's do it. All right, this is going to be a high level thing. Hopefully we get some Aether Sand. Do that. Come on, Aether Sand. Nah, just crystals. Come on, Aether Sand. Hey! We got 2 Scuro Glow Aether Sands. That's how you get Aether Sands. Because this is a random chance to get it, you can get anywhere from 2 to 8, and they can be low or high quality. That's why they're worth money. Because people don't like to do that. We're just gonna throw that away. All right. Now, let's say you've been mining your fucking ass off. Right? You've been mining your ass off. You sold a Aether Sand here or there. You hit level 70. And it's patch 5.2. Do you know what that means? Let's say you've been playing through Shadowbringers. In addition to your guild turn-ins, your leaves, the Crystalline Mean, which is a series of quests at the Crystarium, and collectibles, you can now go to the upper right area of the Ratica Greatwood, assuming you finished the Great Serpent of Ronka questline, and talk to the Qatari Priest. That's right, the Priest tribe. We're down here. Hello, Mothman. You'll walk up to this guy. You'll mash through this shit because who gives a fuck about his quest dialogue? Who gives a goddamn fuck? You're then gonna look at your map. Hey, look at that. That's a spot. Let's do it. Yeah, you give a fuck about the level up quests, but not the regular ones. Hey, look at that. It's a rocky outcrop. Now these quests are fucking easy, bro. That was the quest. I did it. That was the quest. I'm serious. They're fuck easy. We're gonna go up to this doll. Type /S. Hit Lahi. And the doll's gonna be like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, brah. Lahi. Yeah, that's right. Alright. And then we're gonna go south to that last one. Well, thanks for subbing, Careza. Oh, it's a basic grind. You're right. But there is, so the gatherers are a basic grind. The crafters are laughably complex. Hey, look, more splendid iron ore. Let's get it. By the way, if you're just mining rocks and you just want a bunch of rocks, or you're just, you know, hit quick gathering. Look what happened. This was just added. This is a new feature. And goddamn is it appreciated. You level the gathering, crafting skills by equipping them like jobs. They are jobs. In fact, if you go to the character list, go to classes and jobs, there's battle classes and crafting and gathering classes. They're indistinguishable for jobs, other than the fact that they have no combat skills. All right. Now, you're gonna turn these the fuck in. You're gonna say, hey, Coral, here's some rocks, you dumb bitch. Take these motherfucking rocks. Oh my god, we've unlocked the next quest, but I'm not gonna do it because we don't have time. How the fuck did you die, Mothman? Anyway. Once you've hit the cap, once you've fucking maxed your shit out, and you want to get some motherfucking rocks, what you're gonna do is you are gonna go out and do something that I'll show you a little bit later. But now, we're going to be switching to carpentry. This is my carpenter. You might notice he looks exactly the same. So, for carpentry, for example, you'd go to New Gridania. Alright, Leif kicked in $5. Thank you, Leif. Quick crafting and gathering question. Should I level them in parallel or in series? I tried doing them all together and got burned out very quickly. Back in the day, there used to be a really specific order. It was level Culinarian to 15, then level Carpenter to 50, and then all the other ones in order. And then after that, level them all in sequence. Nowadays, level 1 to fucking cap. Level your gatherers first, then get them to 50 each, then do each one as you desire. All right, and I'll show you why. But the gatherers first. It's really important that your gatherers are always a higher level than your crafters. And you'll see why in just a second. So, let's assume I'm not a carpenter, right? I would run into the Carpenters Guild and I would talk to this bitch or this bitch or whoever the fuck. And they'd be like, I want to be a carpenter. And they'd be, oh, blah, 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 and they give you some bullshit. All right, and then you go get yourself some basic crafting gear or whatever. Then, here's what you're going to do. Much like Gatherer, you're going to go to Duty, Timers, Next Mission Allowance. See these things? If there's a star on the item, like this gazelle skin ring belt of scouting, that means it'll give you extra XP. And if you give it high quality, you'll get XP on top of that. So for anything that's starred for a class that you're currently leveling, go out there, search for crafting method. It'll tell you Zelkova bracelets. Then it'll tell you these pieces. Then you can click on them and search by gathering method. But you know what's really annoying? You know what's really fucking annoying? Doing everything that I just said, right? The gazelle skin ring belt of scouting. You're gonna go, oh, I need leather, I gotta get this, I gotta get whatever, fucking right? And that is where your old pal, Garland Tools, is gonna come in helpful. Garland Tools is what makes crafting in this game possible. And you'll see just why in just a second. We're going to hit display capture. There we go. Boop. All right, so that was the gazelle skin ring belt of aiming. We're going to click on it. All right, perfect. We now have its basic stats. We have whatever. You have where would you get it? The market board. It was scouting. Oopsie. Gazelle skin ring belt of scouting. All right, so it was clearly the ring belt of scouting. All right. So sources and uses, yada yada yada. But fuck that. You don't care about that. You know what you care about? This crafting button. This crafting button will tell you every single item that you need. It will tell you, hey, go buy a rock salt from a vendor. Go kill gazelles, Halgai, and Manasiris to get these items. Go gather these. Here's the locations. Here's the levels. And here's the components that you will have to make. Now, here's the crazy thing. That exists in the game already? Yes, I know. They finally put it. But it's just... this thing has extra features, right? And I'll show you that in a second, right? But let's say you're trying to make this thing. Oh, I got the rock salt. That was easy. Oh, I got these. Kudos. Click on them. They're done. What if I start... what do I get halfway through these? Hey, look at that. You get enough of the items, and this one will turn blue. What does that mean? That means that with the items you've currently maintained, you are now able to create the grade 1 recipe of dexterity. As I add more, I'll be able to add more. Add this. Add this. And on top of that, as I complete these, this one will show up. As I complete this and this, that one will show up. Just go down the fucking list. Just go down the fucking list. Now, the reason why this is much better than the in-game version is pretty simple, right? I want to make, let's say, a Neo-Ishgardian weapon. The Neo-Ishgardian blade, that's the samurai weapon, right? I'll go to crafting, right? That's it. We're going to add it to the crafting list, right? So now it's its own thing. It even tells you, do you need tomes? Do you need scripts? Whatever. But what if I wanted to make more than the just the blade? What if I also wanted to make the boots and the bottoms? Well, I'd hit this Atomos. And every time I add one of these items, it will add to the total list of gatherable items that I need. And the total items that I have to craft. This means, for example, if you wanted to, say, make a complete set of tanking gear for yourself, you'd type it in, you'd add them up, and you would go and blow your Sunday, listen to the podcast. Bam, 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 bam. Gather it all. And that's useful even for people who don't have crafters. Because if you have a friend who is a crafter and is willing to just make the shit for you, you can go and get the goddamn items. You can go and get them. Or even find a crafter who will make it for you for a fee. It's way cheaper than buying it on the goddamn fucking market board. Way cheaper. And if you say, I don't know, wanted to use it to do all of your turn-ins in one day, if you're really crazy, like all of these, you could. And you level real fast. All right? So, for crafting and gathering, you're going to do the same thing you did with Gatherer. Actually, I have 47 million guild, Meg Boy. I had 53 the other day, but I geared up. So, you're going to try and hit level 15. How do you hit level 15? It's pretty easy. Go into your crafting list. Go find something that requires shit all for mats. Like this. Or this. Take your botanist, get the fuck out there, and make them until you're level 15. If you're level 6, find one in here that's shit all super... Yeah, ash log. Make lumber. Make ingots. Make whatever the fuck. Turn in your mission allowances. Yada, 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 yada. But what if I run out of crystals? Fucking mine crystals. Do it. Now, you've hit level 15. You remember that place that I fucked up and went to early? Well, we're going there now. Pat, where do you put all your crafting mats? That's easy. I have 5 retainers because I'm an asshole and like to spend extra money on my sub. But I buy the cheap sub, so it you know, evens out. So, we're gonna go up here. These guys are the Ixals. They're bird people. You'll walk up to one. Whichever one gives the most experience. These are all quest level synced, by the way. Oh, you can do them level 1 now? Okay, fuck it. Just go to these guys. Just go to these guys. Okay? Don't even fucking bother. Don't even bother with the level 15 shit. Just go to these motherfucking guys. Okay? They'll give you little crafting things to do. And at level 1, your options are bullshit. Your options are touch and synthesis. And that's it. Just fucking make it. You'll figure it out. They unlock at 15? Well, fuck me. Fine, get to 15. Go here, talk to them, do the quest. Do the quest. Do it. All right? Then, at level 50, guess what? Macros. Sorry. Oh, shit. My brain got macros. Collectibles. Collectibles will show up. Just like fucking goddamn gatherers. But you know what? The thing is about collectibles, they used to be cool. Leaves, too. Fuck that shit. No one gives a shit. No one gives a goddamn shit anymore. So, you have these guys, you should do them because they're cool. You got the Moogles, you should do them because they're cool. You got the Namazu, you should do them because they're cool. But fuck that shit for leveling. I'll show you where to go fucking level. You want to learn how to do a fucking infinite? I'll show you how to do a fucking infinite. You go to Ishgard. Why do you go to Ishgard? Because you got to be level 50 to go to Ishgard. Right? You go to Ishgard, you're going to turn around. It's not here right now, but there's going to be a notice on the fucking wall. You're going to talk to this notice, it's going to give you a little quest. You're going to do a quest. The quest is piss easy. You're going to hang out with people that you hung out with in Ishgard. Oh, apparently you need to finish the 3.3 story? Good. Do that. I don't think anyone should level crafters and gatherers until they've got a character at level cap 80. It's totally pointless otherwise. Alright. Once you've done that shit, you're going to do this thing called Travel to the Firmament. This is called Ishgardian Reconstruction. Ishgardian Reconstruction is because Ishgard is fucked. It's fucked. It is a fucked town. So, you're gonna run over to the Sky Builders board. It's gonna have all this shit, and guess what? It's gonna say we're done. This will change later. Then, you're gonna run over to this guy. This guy. Hey, look. So this is the cool thing. These are items that you would make for scripts, right? For Sky Builder scripts. But fuck that. Look at this thing, okay? This is the level 70 collectible, right? Do you see how it gives 2 million experience? That's if you make it like shit. Okay? If you make it good, it gives you fucking 4 million experience. Okay? Level 70 to 71 is 12 million experience. You make 3 of these, you go up a level. Okay? You make 3. Okay? Now, the people watching this are probably not in a situation where they have a Stormblood completely maxed out pentamelted crafter with the absolute minimum stat spread in order to do a perfect macro. Right? But let's assume you are. If you are, you would go into user macros and use this collectible 70 macro created by Cool Lightning. You would do this one, and you would do this one. And then you would get a 2900 collectability macro that would give you 4 million experience per item. And then at level 71, because you gain a new skill, you would use this one. Why would you use this one? Because it's 15 steps and only uses 1 button. But that's only assuming you have the stats. What if you don't have the stats? Well, there's a couple things you can do. One, there is a Discord called The Balance. The Balance is the #1 resource for all FF14 stuff. You go there, you click on what class, there will be guides, there will be resources, there will be macros, there will be stat caps, there will be every single fucking thing you need. Join The Balance. Go to The Balance. You got a question? Go to The Balance. The Balance is the shit. Alright, now, let's say, fuck that, I want to do it myself. I want to do it myself. Okay? Then, what we're gonna do... Oh, this is gonna be a wild ride for you guys. Alright, so, instead of that... Almost nuts. You load up your character stats. Alright? You see our character stats? Good. Now, Garland Tools, you are currently no help to us. Garland Tools is not good enough for what we're going to do. Instead, we're going to go and check out something called Teamcraft. All right. We're hit the crafting. So, okay. So, what is the item that we want? Hello, Elmo. The item that we want is called Sky Builder's Pedestal. All right, so pull that.
Oh God!
Elmo got you.
Jesus.
Elmo got you.
Oh, I'm gonna wait for 2 seconds. Come on, bud.
All right, so.
Come on, buddy.
All right.
No.
Off to motherfucking Teamcraft.
Oh, Jesus.
Paige, what did you do? What
I
happened?
know, he was chasing me, so I fell back.
To Teamcraft. We're at Teamcraft now. Now, you guys can't see it because the way that I have the thing listed. But there's a button over to the left here. Right here. It's called Crafting Simulator. You click it. And then we're going to go and type in Sky Steel Pedestal. That's not the name of the item. You unplugged my controller, babe.
I did. I'm really sorry. Can I fix it?
Yes.
How do I fix it?
Plug it back in. unplugged it back. No, Paige, no. Why would it be in the PS4? Paige.
I don't know how you play this game. You play it all the time.
No.
Oh, come on, how could I know that?
Well, it was the one that you unplugged with your foot.
But I didn't know that. What was chasing me? I'm sorry.
I'm working here. I'm teaching people how to hit rocks. Everyone.
I'm sorry.
Paige should play 14. She keeps saying she might.
I've considered doing like a completely blind. Like,
It's the Sky Builder's pedestal.
boring.
B. There we go. All right. Sky Builder. And the Sky Builder's pedestal will show up. You hit this little thing. All right. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to configuration. First of all, you're going to make an account. Save your account. Then you're going to put in your stats. All right. Now, these stats are actually wrong. Right? These are my other stats. So, fuck it. I don't care enough. But let's go over here. Okay. Let's pretend these are my right stats, right? So you scroll down. Look at this. Oh, that's cool. So, if the rotations given to you don't work, what you would do is you would go down here, learn what these do, talk to people in the balance Discord, talk to a crafter friend, and you would say, hey, reflect is good. And then let's say manipulation, and then where's prudent touch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting up there in the quality. And then you would do, I got 3 more. I would do another one, then great strides. Where's great strides? There's great strides. Then I would use Beer God's Blessing. That will put me at this level of quality on average. This is called Teamcraft. Then I would say, fuck it. Let's use name of the elements, or brand of the elements. Then, oh, too much. Why? What's wrong? I went in the wrong order. I actually had to do name, brand. And look at that. Completed. 1 button macro. You then hit this button, and it gives you what you need to copy paste. Right? So, if somebody gives you a macro that doesn't work, if you want to make your own, if there's a specific item that nobody made a macro for, fuck around with this thing. You just do it. You just do it. The options even have the ability to split the macro before the blessing so that you can save yourself if the blessing's gonna fuck you up. Teamcraft is the shit. You love Teamcraft. All right. Now, we're gonna go back to Garland Tools. All right. So, before we do that, I want everyone to look down here. You see this? It's your XP bar. All right. From 70 to 80, it takes 225 million XP. I know this because I looked it up. Assuming you start level 70 at 0, or at exactly level 70, what does that mean? It means you need to make 51 max quality items. Now, as you can see, my carpenter actually has a little bit more. And since they're 4 million, let's minus 1. Actually, let's minus 2. Let's say I need 50. All right, so what do? What's the item called? It's called... Oh, by the way, you can also use favorites. This is just helpful. Discard Restoration. Sky Builder's Pedestal. We have added this to my favorites. All right, you see what those items are? Great. Perfect. All right, and we're gonna hit this, and we're gonna hit that, and bam. All right. Oh, by the way, you can make new lists like Carpenter 70. You can then hit this button and share it, and it will go into your friends' Garland tools in case you want to send them a list of items, or they said, "Hey, give me these items," yada yada. All right. So we want Sky Builder pedestal. All right. Crafting. We're going to add it to the crafting list. Oh, man. I need a lot of these. What are we going to do? You're going to hit contents. You're going to change 1 to 50. Then you're going to go back to crafting. And that's what you need. Do you know what this means? It's time to start talking to the chat. In addition, I'll load this back up before many of you leave and give you a look at the macro that I'm using at Stormblood level 70 max thing. This is it. Second part, this. Once you hit 71, it's this one. Also, at the end of this process, when you're level capped, you're going to want to go to the Balance Discord and find out whatever the mid-tier materia melding process is. And you're going to want to meld to their exact specifications to get the exact stats that they want. You will then make a macro like the one that they tell you, like this one, or this one, or this one, or this one, for various uses. People that are smarter than you or me figured it out already. Don't bother, just fucking do it. All right? Great. Perfect. Good. Moving on. All right. So, looks like we're going to go hit some rocks. How many rocks are we going to go hit? 600, 800, 1100 rocks. We're going to go hit 1100 rocks. That's a lot of rocks. Yes? Yeah. In a row? That's right. We're going to Lock Seld and getting Skybuilder's molybdenum ore. I will teach you a few pro tips in this period about how to get rocks. So let's go get some rocks. We're now in the deep shit. Okay? Do you know what this is? Do you want to know how to make money in Final Fantasy XIV? Do everything I just told you. Load up a list of every single high-end item in the game and blow your weekend mining rocks, hitting trees, and crafting those fucking items. Put them on the market board and fucking wait. That's how people make money in Final Fantasy XIV. Me? I just want to level my crafters. So what we're going to do is you're going to see that sometimes, just sometimes, you get a gathering attempt that's extra. When you do that, hit fucking King's Yield. And then hit it. And that's it. So how are you guys this day? I want to thank Super Casual Boom for subbing for 22 months. It says, hooray! 22 months of random Pat stuff. I heard a couple episodes ago you blasted a viewer for trying to pull a Super Casual Boom. Thanks for thinking about me. Here's to more of Elmo attacking you and Paige. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. We love him. He's right here, by the way. I also want to thank 2D Superiority for subbing. Thanks, 2D Superiority. Yeah, there's a guy who posted a horrible shit-ass pun, and I was certain it was you. Now, you're probably thinking, holy shit, this is tedious as fuck. Yeah, it is. It really is. That's why I suggest that you listen to a podcast while you do this. Possibly music. However, sometimes you'll get lucky and they'll have massively increased gathering yields. Like, I'm getting 6 per hit. So it's not nearly as bad as it actually looks. It looks pretty bad, but it's not quite as bad. I personally find this a little soothing. And I would like to point out to everyone at home that before Ishgardian Restoration happened, me and Cool Lightning getting our crafters from 60 to 70 back when Stormblood came out, no shit, took us almost a month. Took him about 2.5 weeks, took me about a month. It was fucking ridiculous. It was super nuts. The time period that it takes to get from 70 to 80 is now about 90 minutes. What podcast should you listen to while you gather? Well, there's always the CSB podcast. Okay, I'm telling you right now, if you listen to one Castle Super Beast podcast, you can level a job a full tier. Possibly more. Possibly more. Pat, I don't plug my own shit. Why wouldn't I plug my own shit? You could also listen to the newest Art Gripes featuring Plague of Gripes and One Peach Saliva talking about the new anime and long-running manga Beastars. It's about a big wolf man who wants to fuck a little rabbit. So Zootopia? It's pretty fucking dark, actually. It's like laughably dark. Shouldn't I use GP to get more rocks? Yes. But as long as I don't let my GP fill up, which it will do in 1 second, I'm good. What about just leveling Culinarian? Kane. Culinarian is the only crafter that is completely agnostic to the other ones. Alchemist is the most useful because almost all of the other crafting things need their potions in order to like, you know, make their gear good. Culinarian is, how do I put this? It's less heavy on the other crafters, but you need to gather more materials. Culinarian needs to have a fisher gathered because there's a lot of baked fish that are really good food. However, crafters love culinarians because they make the crafting food that allows you to make good, very good crafty. You need a botanist. You need a fisher. You probably get away with not having a miner. But yeah, I would say that a culinarian is the only one that can kind of live in its own world. But the problem with not being what's called an omni-crafter, which is having all the crafting disciplines, is that when time comes to make a new set of crafting gear, You won't be able to make it yourself. And the single most expensive item in the game ever is crafting gear. Because it's being sold to crazy people who have the most money. People who have all their crafters completely maxed out and sell on the market board are the bourgeoisie of Final Fantasy XIV. If you're going to get into it to make money, or even be self-sufficient, do it all, eventually. Can I pay to win? Asks Zero Sigma Prime. Fun fact, there are jump potions for the battle classes, but there are not jump potions for the market board classes, that is, gatherers and crafters. The reason for that is because it would horribly destabilize the economy. You just want the cool rebel coat? Well, do it. I will say, however, the macro ability of crafters, which is the ability to go in here and just use the food, hit the stats, hit these two buttons, etc., is fucking so powerful compared to the way it used to be. It used to be, if you wanted to macro craft, you had to either have high quality materials to get that quality up, you have to have crazy high stats, or, back in Heavensward, you needed to learn a 37-step nightmare fuck-ass rotation called Wrath's Rotation, which was a very, very complicated series of math puzzles that you had to do with the crafting system in order to guarantee HQ things. If you want to die, go look up Wrath's Rotation, R-A-T-H' rotation, from Heavensward, and see how complicated the Google Doc is on that fucking thing. I learned that shit. That was back in the day where crafting was so fucking difficult that you had to learn Wrath's Rotation, and as a result, you made a ton of money. You'd sell items high quality for 1,000,000 gil every time. Because no one wanted to bother. Ever. Holy shit. They've been making... That's how I made all my money, by the way. Back in that day. I made crafting tools. I made crafting tools using the most... At the time that crafting was the most difficult thing in the world. And my buddy Strident, which you guys know as one of the mods here and the admin of the Discord... He was a super crafter, and he helped me get my gear. I was very appreciative. And I made food, and I made crafting tools. Nowadays, the market's calm. You can make a quick butt, but because crafting and gathering is so much easier to level, that I, a relative moron, can give you a relatively in-depth tutorial on it. Lots of people are getting in. But that's okay. Prices are down. People are buying. It's easier to sell things. You used to make a high-end item, and it would sit on that fucking market board at 1,000,000 gil for a month. A month and a half. And it might not sell. But if it did, that's 1,000,000 gil right there. That's 1,000,000 gil right there. Nowadays, you make a set of you make a set of gear. Each piece will sell for 250, 300,000 gil, a price that human beings can afford. And you'll get that money. You will turn it around. You will get that cash. So it's nice. The only people, Vizorak is right, the only people who are going to be able to sell items for disgusting ass bougie prices are people who will have pre-gathered materials in the weeks coming up to a patch as a guess as to what they'll need. Hyper maxed out their gear way past whatever they would need. and are crafting wizards with the macros. These people wake up when the patch goes live on the even numbered patches. They will then rush their asses off and build all of the crafted gear within hours of the server going live. Well, and particularly the weapons. Why is that? Well, that's because raiders, world first people, they need that weapon upgrade, man. They're gonna get that motherfucking weapon upgrade. You know how they're gonna get that upgrade? Why'd I sell that? I don't know what that was. Splendor, oh, I didn't. Well, and so those people, those raider people, they have money to burn. And they are going to spend whatever the fuck it takes. They will buy a sword for 6, 7, 8 million gil. As long as it's there when they log on patch day. Alright, so I'm going to show people, so people were asking, how do you know how much items you need? We're going to show Garland Tools there for a second. We've now gotten 300 molybdenum ore. Boop. One down. Now we need Sky Builder Urine Day logs. These are in Grim and Enid in the Peaks. We're getting there. Sky Builders, Urine Day logs in the Peaks. Off to the Peaks. Also, if you want to make money, what you can do is you can run maps, which give you a little dungeon, and occasionally you'll get a super rare item out of that you can sell for millions. All right. We've got our botanist out, and we're looking in Girm and Enid, which is over here. I only have 14. Should I just buy the recent expansion? The way 14's expansion stuff works is actually really bizarre. So the way that World of Warcraft did it is that... all of these are wrong. The way that World of Warcraft did it... By the way, thanks, Kleiko. That's a really good question. Is that you always have all the expansions except for the latest one. FF14 does it totally backwards. And it's super confusing. You buy the base game, and then you buy the latest expansion, and the latest expansion includes all the other expansions. Alright, Sky Builder's log. Let's hit it. So if you were to buy Shadowbringers right now, you would get Heavensward, Stormblood, and Shadowbringers. Why is that weird? I guess it's not. So you basically always have to... So basically you buy a Realm Reborn. Do you like a Realm Reborn? If you like a Realm Reborn, then buy the expansion and you're up to date. Kablams. Kabobzo. Kabobzo, that's right. I should mention, however, for people that are looking forward to get into Final Fantasy XIV, that the patch 5.3, which is the next patch, is supposed to clean up the original game's quest lines so that they flow a little bit better. And by a little bit better, there's a lot of improvements that could be made. I'll be very real. There are very many improvements. Very many improvements that could be made. Mothman brings up one about you'll probably be able to fly in the old A Realm Reborn areas. That'll be nice. How many less times will you have to go to the Waking Sands? Probably. They probably won't change that all that much. I imagine they're going to change the patch cycle stuff. The after the fall stuff. I also think that they're very likely going to completely change everything about the level 50 sequence with Castrum Meridium and Praetorium, and disappear main scenario roulette. I have a feeling those dungeons are going to be changed. Mothman says, I prefer alternate Pat. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Is there any chance that they'll update the voices? That would be really nice. That'd be really nice. Because those voices are terrible. I want to thank Super Silver Panda for subbing, as well as tech support. Thank you, both of you. Panda said, woo 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 woo. Let's hope for more Final Fantasy 14 chill streams. Not a whole lot more chill that you can get than this. Elmo, do you want to jump up? Elmo, you jump up now. I love you. Is this the, somebody else asked, is this the stream that you bragged about on the podcast? Yes. This is my boring stream. For boring people. Prefer 0 calorie and Baja Blast, Pat? I don't know about that. By the way, tech support also said, love you, Pat. To the moon, keep up the dumb antics. I mean, thanking you and introducing me to 14 all those years ago with the LP. Why, thank you. You're quite welcome. Hey, Elmo. Hey, buddy. Hey. Aren't you a cute baby? Aren't you a cute little babies? Yes. Yes. Ooh, the baby. Whatever happened to Potato? That character got deleted like 10 minutes after the end of that video. It's my secret Balmung RP account. Man, fuck Balmung. Balmung players can go to hell. Tuts asks, hey, if you sub and join the sub Discord, do you get kicked out when your sub runs out? Yeah, but you have a 14-day leeway period. So we did that so that, because we noticed that some people were subbing once and staying in there for a year. And then we were like, fuck that. Because there's no incentive to behave properly. But then we put it, you have like 2 weeks to resub. So like, you know, you're not, it's not like, where's the rent, you know? Mothman, you're a guest. That's different. You're also a shithead. Speenquace live. Hey Pat, should I level one character to max, one class to max, or split it between the two? Definitely level one character to cap. Having one character to cap will make everything else in the game dramatically easier. You'll have access to all the areas, you'll be able to move around everywhere, you'll have all the roulettes unlocked, etc., etc. I would also suggest to never play multiple characters. Unless you're insane. Because, as you can see, jobs carry over. You can be everything on one character. It doesn't matter. And you'd have to be able to go through the main scenario, the main story again. In addition, when you have one character at max level, you'll get experience bonuses on all your other characters. So it's really a lose-lose to level them simultaneously. I Wants Candy sub for 5. Says, guess you're getting this free rent money then. Oh, cool. Thanks, I Wants Candy. So, Dazzling Fuhrer says that the only reason you would ever play more than one character is if you have friends on other servers. Well, that is true. However, if you're on the same data center, you can just server hop now. You can just server hop to, like, I'm on Ultros. You could go to Lamia. You could go to Excalibur. You could go to Hyperion. Anything on the Primal, anything on the Primal data server. Elmo, what is it? All right. Gingerson kicked in $5. It also has some news for us. Hey Pat, along with the A Realm Reborn rework, they've also data mined info on the old maps, a flight barrier, and flight markers being added into zones, along with far-off low-poly models being higher resolution now. So it looks like they're going to clean the old game up. That's nice. That's nice. Why haven't I done blue yet? Because blue can suck my ass. How about that? How about that? Blue can go to hell and eat my shit. What's the best job in the game? Yeah, tell me that when you actually hit level cap. Hey, do you think a monk might get a rework soon? No. Monk is good. So they're not going to touch it until the next expansion. They finally unfucked Monk from Monk being fucked for like 2.5 years. They will not touch Monk. I play a Bun Bun. Do you think we will ever get to wear hats? Probably not. Only job in a bad spot's probably machinist. Probably. I'm beating wood, not hitting rocks. That's true. Emma is a baby and I love him because his head is very soft. That was my Elmo song. I hope you all liked it. I hope you all liked it. I love Elmo. Hey, you guys ever think you'd see me beat my wood on stream? Hey. 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 Nailed it. What's up with you, babe?
Huh?
What's up?
Nothing.
Cool.
How are you?
I'm good.
All's well?
All's well. I'm hitting rocks.
That's cool.
Wow, you guys actually stayed? You guys are morons. In fact, 2 extra people showed up. Yeah, 5.3 can't come soon enough for new player. I would actually, for Peach's sake, for example, Peach is the person who is to my right. I love her. I would say to Peach, I'd say, Peach, if you did decide to play Final Fantasy XIV, I would tell you to wait till the next patch.
Really?
Because they are going to be redoing all of the, like, oldest areas to be cleaned up and, you know, flow a little better.
Okay.
New player experience is what they call it in the biz. That's right, in the biz. I'm in
that new player smell.
Oh, that new player smell. That reminds me of that thing we talked about earlier in the grocery store.
What, your farts?
No, the other thing. So, earlier today, I came home and I met Paige at the grocery store. And I was like, oh, hey, honey. And I gave her a smooch. And I gave her a close hug. And she smelled really nice. She smelled very nice. She smelled like a fireplace. She has a perfume that smells like a crackling fire. It's very nice. And I'm not allergic to it, so I'm glad. And I looked at her and I said, "Oh, you put your smell on today." And she looked at me and was like, no, don't. And I learned that it is bad to tell your woman that they put their smell on today. That is not what you are supposed to do. That is a incorrect phrasing of a kind sentiment.
I like that one. Thank you, Farfel. Oh, I get so many compliments when I've worn that perfume out. Mm-hmm. I get so many compliments.
People are like, "Oh, madam, you've really excellently smelled today."
Well, what's interesting, it's from men and women.
Yes.
So I think, and I think it's a really interesting scent that works well on anyone, I think. Because it's nice and smoky, slight bit of vanilla, but it's not sweet. I don't know how to describe it.
Everybody loves a bitch that smells like burning.
But Patrick, I must tell you, if you want, like, and it's not me, because, like, I'll know what you mean, but if you were to compliment a woman on her scent, you would say scent, because that implies a pleasant thing that you smell, but a smell is neutral to
I
bad.
would never smell another woman. Never, ever. And if I did, I would be like, "Oh, good. You have a distinct smell, bitch."
Hold on, let me try remember. Shut up. Hold on. Let me remember what the name of it is.
By the way, now that I'm mining regular rocks, there's just going to be a very slight difference in how we do this.
Okay, so...
We're going to use pick clean, and we're going to use unearth on gathering attempt ones, so that we get the most.
So really quickly, the perfume I have... Oh, shit, hold on. I have to turn that off. I can't hear anything. Oh, da bitch. That's right. That's right.
That's a dank, musky bitch aroma you have, says Arcanum.
It's from Maison Margiela, and it's Replica by the Fireplace, and it's a reproduction of familiar scents and moments of varying locations and periods, and this one is meant to evoke
A replication
1970s.
of period smell.
What?
That's what you
Gross.
said.
No, I didn't.
You did.
And then it's like 70s, so it's supposed to smell like burning wood and chestnut, and I think it does a good job. Yeah, it does it not smell like a fire?
Yeah.
Like, it smells like you've been sitting by a campfire and roasting, like, s'mores.
Oops, my whole period fell into the fireplace.
Pat, it's quite pricey, like, quite, but they're absolutely enormous.
Yeah, it's a big fucking bottle.
It's a giant bottle, or you can get this super small ones for a much more, like they have the tester tiny ones that's pretty good. I know. It's crazy.
Why don't you just rub
listen,
ash in your pits?
Well, we don't have a fireplace. I want a fireplace. Just roll around.
You know, they actually had to fucking, like, almost every fireplace in the city got fucking zoned out of existence recently.
Really?
Yeah, so remember when we went to my mom and dad's place, and they had their fireplace was all blocked up? Mm-hmm. It's because apparently every single fireplace in Montreal was built without some fucking safety standard, like ever, like in the history of the city.
Yeah.
So every single fireplace in the city had to be redone.
That's so funny.
Or blocked off.
Tom Danks, you make a good point. As someone who worked at a barbecue spot and used a smoker every day, why would you use that to smell like that all the time? It's hard to explain. It's not a... It's like cedar wood.
It's an appropriate smell for a redhead.
Yeah.
Like right off the bat.
It doesn't smell like that salty barbecue smoke. It smells like really nice chestnut cedar wood, if that makes sense. Very
smells like you're gonna burn these nuts. If that joke.
Yes, Arcanum, because of the fire crotch.
If
Oh,
that
no,
joke.
I don't want to smell
If
like
that
barbecue
joke was
pit boys.
funny and you know it, clap your hands. Thanks, baby.
Yeah. I smell like the barbecue pit boys. That's sad.
Yeah, he's
Martha,
good.
please clap.
Please clap for me, Martha.
Roll around in these ashes, Martha. God.
The barbecue pit boys
Put your
is.
barbecue boots on. I am not high, unfortunately.
She was getting too.
This
She was getting too
guys,
tall.
Here's the funny thing, right? No one can actually tell
Yeah, no one can tell if either of us are high.
because it's just always like this.
I gotta say,
don't
like,
think is-
I've been
it's kinda sad.
I've been streaming all month, obviously, because that's my job and that's what I do. And people are like, haha, Pat's so high today. I've never been high on stream.
Yeah, no.
Not once.
Pat has never been high on stream.
So I'm just a zany, goofy bitch.
Check out. Oh, Helios? Ooh, I will.
Like I need drugs to be cool.
you.
I'm cool enough.
What filter is there for being high to remove? Good point. Oh, Zamzoff says he just says that so he doesn't get banned.
No, we wouldn't get banned if we were
We
high.
wouldn't get banned.
It's not against the law in my country.
Apparently, according to TOS, if I am not mistaken, it says that if it is legal in your country and the stream is not about becoming intoxicated in any manner, like about it.
Yeah, if I was doing dank weed review number 375, I'm so high I'm gonna jump out the window. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
then
Yeah,
you're-
that'd be a problem.
That's a problem.
But
That's a paddlin.
yeah. Yeah, I know. I'd watch that
I'd
too.
watch it too.
Well, yeah, because hey, listen, I'd watch a blood sport. Well, who are we kidding here?
Patrick, no.
What?
No, we're not going to talk about how football should just be like.
I recently learned about a death row inmate baseball team in the old days.
What?
And if they lost a game, they'd be executed.
What?
Yeah.
That's not real.
It's so real, Paige.
Nuh-uh.
Look it up. It's back in
not
back in
real,
the back in the 40s, I want to say.
That would happen in the 40s.
It's a bunch of death row inmates, and they're
That's
like, if you
crazy.
guys lose, you're dead. But if
my
you
God.
win your games, you might get years off your sentence,
Whoa,
which would
that's
be
not real.
non-death.
That's not real.
And they won every game they played because they wanted it way more than their opponents.
Wait a minute. It wasn't like a league?
No, it was a goddamn prison warden's like cool little experiment.
Shut up, you
I think
guys,
they played
it's not
minor
real.
league games against local teams.
You motherfuckers, that is not real.
It's super real, Paige.
I'm super mad.
And it's the coolest thing that's ever been.
It's also terrible, but
It's also terrible.
Well, the idea, right? Like in that Hunger
People
Games.
sent you the article on Twitter.
Oh shit. Jesus. Like it's in that Hunger Games kind of I'm gonna try really hard to make it fictional in my brain kind of way, then it's cool. But the idea of it
To be fair, did they tell the opponents? I'm pretty sure the opponents did know. And as the opponents were not under penalty of death, and if they won, they would mean that they would have killed the team, they probably didn't play very hard.
Unpaid labor at the expense of their life? I think so.
I think that what we should do
think
is
it is.
clone badass
wild.
hockey players and have a death game.
Patrick.
Oh, I just
Death
want Mutant
game.
League. I just want Mutant League. I just realized I just
Wait,
want
isn't
Mutant
it?
League.
Wait, people. The longest yard. It's basically the longest yard. I never saw it.
The longest yard?
The longest yard.
Are they talking about my penis?
In your fucking dreams.
I remember once I was talking to Paige, and she made a joke about my penis. And I was like, nah, don't do that. That hurts my feelings because I'm a man. I have a sensitive ego. And she was like, oh, you men, you always want your penises to be big. And then she asked me how big I would want my penis. Like, what's the max size? And I believe I said, I want it to be so big that I'm functionally disabled and it ruins my life.
Pat, what the fuck?
That's what she said. That's what she
I
said.
fucking forgot about
Yeah, you
that.
forgot about that.
That's really terrible.
Yeah. And
Really crazy.
and
Guys,
she-
stop it.
And
no.
yeah, no, yeah.
Do not and reinforce. Stop.
and she's like, but we wouldn't
Stop
be able
it.
to. And she said, but we wouldn't be able to have sex. And I'm like, I don't care.
What the fuck?
I have the world's biggest penis. What do I need? I could just die.
You're crazy. Who cares? Dongs you. Thank you, W. Coursed. Thank you. I mean, I don't. But what's the point then? Like,
It's
it
bigger
doesn't-
than the other man's penises.
Why are you looking at other man's penises?
I'm not. Actually, you know what? They did one of those, You know those eyeline tests where they put a laser beam on your eyes
Yeah.
and they see where you look?
Oh, yeah.
The natural response of almost any man when they meet another man is to see face, hand, then dick.
Whoa. Oh, so eyes as in
Like
as a
person,
hand
threat,
for weapon, yeah.
and then,
dick
competitive
size.
dick size.
What the hell? Really? Do you do that?
I guess I do.
Weird. I wonder what I look at.
You look at tits.
Yeah.
I see you look at tits.
I know it's super obvious too because my eyes are big. So they go like I've
Everyone sees.
no choices. I mean, I've gotten good at like, you know, the side eye because I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable.
Yeah, but you do that smirk.
Well, because that's the only way we know.
It's the only way they know.
That's right, and then I go auga, auga.
That's Peaches.
No,
All right,
no.
we are 3/4 done. We now need horsetails. Don't know where this one
Oh my
comes
God,
from.
Shut up, Ryome. Paige
Comes
just
from
looks
the
for
glittering
baby
bay.
bump.
Oh, I know where this one comes from. We got to go under the water. All right. Who wants to get a horsetail? Horse semen, more like. What the hell, dude? That's not even a joke. That's not even a joke.
Yeah, but it's funny to make you sick.
By the way, Patchwork subbed for 7. Thanks, Patchwork. Somebody asked, why can't you wear armor while doing this stuff? I am wearing armor. I'm wearing gathering gear. The gathering gear increases my gathering stats. The gear actually looks like shit. I glamored myself to look like a working man with suspenders because Paige likes suspenders.
Aww. I do. I love suspenders.
Oh, by the way, SSJ Clyco subbed for 2 years. Thank you, Clyco. Really appreciate it. Says, let's see. Finally got my horrible eye after 2 years. Good for you, buddy. It's super gross. You talked about comedians pointing out their jokes. You should check out Chad Daniels, as he will call the audience out when he makes certain uncomfortable jokes. That's good. I like that. Why are you guys uncomfortable? Is it because I'm talking about recent controversial topic in the news? Aha, it is. Paige doesn't pay attention. She doesn't know what's happening. That's okay. We still love her.
What's happening?
Your ADD is so bad. Your ADD is the worst.
I can't. Well, when I'm reading, I can't hear.
Like
my brain only can do one of those things at a time.
God, that is. I hear that every day, every single day. I talk to Paige and she says, "I'm sorry. I was looking at a picture. I couldn't hear you." And it's so upsetting. It's so upsetting.
You know I go away when I'm reading or experiencing something. I just, my body like is there, but the spirit has left.
Paige only has access to one of her senses at a time.
Basically, yeah. My spirit just leaves my body, guys. Do I have object permanence? No. Oh no, Pat!
Oh.
Right? It's the real adult ADHD.
There is a lot of daily frustration in this house. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, sorry.
It's this kind of thing where Paige would drive anyone crazy and oh my god, fuck. But at the same time, I have been told from multiple separate sources that it is possible that I might be slightly annoying to live with. It's possible that I could push just a little. Just a little bit of a button pusher. I bet Paige searches for things she is holding, Mr. Mayo said. That's a good bet. That's a good bet. You know what that bet is? It's good. All right. Mitchwick's up for 14. Thanks, Mitchwick. What an appropriate number. Yo, Pat, it's been close to a year since you reminded me of this game's existence. In that time, I finished the entire MSQ. Hold on, sorry. Metagrade FC, and I'm making plans to go to FanFest with them in November. Thanks for reintroducing me to this wonderful game. You're quite welcome. I have about 8 friends that I met through Final Fantasy XIV. Have not met all of them. Ran into one at RTX last year, or a couple months ago. That's not really last year. Yeah, it is last year.
Wait, sorry. Well, wait, like when? At Rooster Teeth?
Yeah.
Oh, duh.
You're a dumbass.
Sorry, my brain.
We hung out the whole week.
No, my brain went to MagFest.
That's a different thing.
Sorry, like, what happened was for a moment, I left my body. I astral projected into the past, okay? And I went to MagFest instead of Rooster Teeth.
All right. Anyway, chat with these people on Discord all the time, and I vividly remember a time in which I would hear people describe their WoW buddies or their Final Fantasy XI pals, right, as good, long-lasting friendships and stuff like that, right? And I always thought that was ridiculous. But since that period, these are now people that I've known for like 4 or 5 years, and they're great. They're really cool.
They're pretty goddamn
And
great.
I like them a lot.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome.
Even if some of them are fucking weird. I'm looking at you, Cool Lightning. Anyway.
Oh, like you're...
I'm a prize. Myself.
Well, I didn't say you weren't, darling. I mean that you're... normal?
I'm so normal. Oh, we got Cool Lightning in here just going, bruh. Bruh. But yeah, there ain't no reason why with the magic of the internet, and particularly Discord, let's be really honest, you can't make friends online. I remember being a young man, a much younger man than I am now, and my mom and dad were like, oh, that internet, everyone on there is just a pedo trying to fuck you. And that's true. There are those people out there, so don't do that.
Not everyone.
Yeah, they were old. And to be fair, I was a prize in my youth.
Patrick. Patrick, you are a prize now.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Oh my god, stop.
Okay,
No.
I don't know where I want this joke to go.
No.
But
Well, nowhere. That's nowhere ever. Fucking ever. No.
I'm just like,
No, it's gone. Let it die. No.
abort this joke? Alright.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright. Oh man, I think I talked about this a while ago, but I don't know if your mom did this to you or your dad did this to you.
What?
But I mean, you lived in a more rural area, so maybe it made more sense.
Uh-huh.
But I remember playing a video game online with my friends on the I think it was the PS2 even.
Yeah.
And my mom said, "Why don't you go outside and play with your friends? Go play baseball or something."
Oh yeah, no,
And I'm like, "Fucking what?"
No, my mom, I mean, I had so many activities and shit. I think my mom was like, yeah, fuck it. Let her rest and play her stupid games. But I do remember her saying, like, you'll never get anywhere playing games. I know you're watching, Mom.
Hello. But yeah, and I'm like, play baseball with who? She's like, neighborhood kids. You know, just go form a team. And I remember my brother and I and my sister all looked at her. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no.
What, like...
I mean, I think she would, like, get me to make sure I exercised and stuff, but I mean...
You know
I was
what,
active enough that she was pretty chill about it.
you know what the neighborhood kids are doing right now? Playing video games, Mom!
Like my mom used to play with us, like Mario and stuff, like super early. She was pretty supportive.
I ended up being really active as a kid because the rental store was really far from my house. So I'd bike a couple kilometers to get over there almost every day to check out, like, you guys got anything new?
Oh, you were that kid. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I was always the kid that had the EGM first at school.
When did you learn to ride a bike?
I want to say it was 6.
I was 14, 15.
That's pretty old.
It's super old.
I know somebody who doesn't know how to ride a bike.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. And they're very embarrassed about it. And I offered to teach them one summer, and they chickened out.
I remember, because I was getting older, and I remember being like, oh, I'll be able to drive soon, but, you know, I should probably learn to ride a fucking bike. And I just took my mom's bike, and there was a tiny slope in this very high grass.
Oh, this is going to go bad.
And actually went incredibly well. I learned to ride it in a very short amount of time. I just would go down this slight hill in behind my, like, near my barn, and just kind of, I would fall over a little bit, but it wasn't bad because the grass was kind of fluffy and high. And then I just finally, I got it. And then I just never went back.
Hey, do you guys know that meme of a kid riding a bike and he picks up a stick and puts it in the spokes of his bike
I love it.
and flips over
Yeah,
and goes fucking whatever?
Yeah.
Fucking stupid whatever. I did that.
You did not.
I did do
You
that.
just put a stick in your
Spokes while I was riding the bike.
And then you went where?
I fucking launched myself like a rocket.
Why did you do that?
I was riding my
Of course you
bike
did.
and I saw a stick and I picked the stick up. And I was rubbing the stick against the side because it made a noise. It went,
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, I wonder what would happen.
Oh.
And then I was crying. Because my face was fucked.
Yeah, I
and
bet.
and my elbows and knees were fucked.
Oh, I bet.
And there's something about being launched as a projectile in that the actual trip is like a negative time. Like it doesn't happen. The trip never occurs. It goes immediately from the launching incident to, you know?
Yeah.
And thus what happens is you have that first couple seconds of like, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened? Where am I? Being a projectile sucks, and I don't recommend it. So if any of you are learning to ride your bike, don't put anything in the spokes of the wheel while you're riding the bike. You will fly. And I used to ride my bike all the time. Used to piss my mom off because I got good enough that I could ride the bike with no hands, like
Oh, yeah,
completely.
Well, yeah, me too.
But I mean, she couldn't do that when she was a kid.
Oh, so she was like, what the hell?
She was like,
What is
stop
this
that, you're
witchcraft?"
gonna die.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, it's fine, Mom. Yeah, just control it with your ass.
Ass control. I like that. Ever do side saddle? Yeah.
I don't care for it. I don't get it.
Have you ever ridden in tandem?
No.
Tandem bike? Oh, it's cool. It's
No,
weird, but it's cool.
There's nobody that I would ride my tandem bike with.
What?
when
Why
I
not
was
me?
young. No, when I was young, babe.
Oh.
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah, we'll go back into the past.
I'm like,
We'll go. Listen,
Pat, have you? Wait, no, shut up.
take
Shut
my
the fuck
hand,
up.
I'll astral project us.
Pat,
into the
have you ever ridden a bike in tandem in the past?
gimme.
No, I never have.
Give me your hand.
There was no one to do it. What about me? Did I ride a bike with you in the past? Like, what? What? Fucking what?
Listen, mommy had a couple drinks, okay?
You had half
I
a
had
cup.
half of my teacup, but you know that
Oh,
that's plenty. That's why I stopped.
Jesus Christ. All right, gang, we did it. We got all of our materials. I think Zam's off for kicking in 5, saying I feel like starting FF14 right now because I have to know what A Realm Reborn was like before the new player experience. That I understand. That is an understandable feeling. Goes on to say, how bad of an idea is this? It's a bad idea. We got a new... Oh!
That's Big Dick Pat.
I love it. I love it. Retweet that.
Jesus. That's horrifying. Thank you, Rayliv.
That track's really good.
I hate how good that is, Rayliv. It's so good.
By the way, this is why you also want to level up all your crafters. Because items you need for one are going to be built by the others. I want to thank Corrected Sun for kicking in 500 bits. Thank you, Corrected Sun. Just wanted to give you a response to the Atlas streaming shenanigans. Pat, watching you play Breath of the Wild on stream convinced me to buy a Switch. That's right, Let's Plays and Streaming sold me a whole ass console. Shove it, Atlas. And KYH9 kicked in 5. So check the Warframe Twitter right now. No, I'm aware. I'm aware. Somebody asked, Pat, why aren't you doing Alchemist right now? That's why. Because I did it. I'm doing Carpenter with you folks today. And then I'm going to do the other 3 over the rest of the week. Oh, I'm not getting scripts, bro. Soft Taco Supreme. This Creepy Porpoise was saying beef soft tacos, beef soft tacos, beef soft taco supreme while we're doing EX Ruby Weapon. And now I can't unhear it. Hello, Baby Elmo. Hey, no! Come on, Elmo. Why you do that? Pat, have you seen Besieged? I don't know what Besieged is. I don't know what that is. Okay, Monkeyweed, you've been asking this question for hours, and I don't know what it means, but I'm gonna say it out loud once Paige comes back, alright? Have I seen you, Depressed Skeleton? I mean, I saw you right now. What the fuck's butter dogging? It's impossible to unhear. All right, guys. And synthesis. Okay. Let's lower that quality. All right. Do you guys want to see how to level a crafter to cap? First, you go in the pretty room. And you make sure your collectible is right. You know what? Let's go to Ishgard. That'll be faster. Butter dogging is getting your dog to go for your genitals. Fuck you, and fuck that. Who's your house designer? Our house designer is friend of the stream and artist behind the Pat Stares At cover art, Creepy Porpoise. As well as my pal and I's resident white mage. Alright. Make sure to turn collectible synthesis on. Yeah, it does look like I have a mini page following me, doesn't it? What's up, baby?
I turned my back on the toilet for 1 second.
And he was eating it.
And he was trying to eat.
He was eating your poo, wasn't it?
No, it was just water, but like, I just watched it, but like, I forgot. I I didn't immediately slam down the lid. Oh my god! Oh Jesus Christ! Did you see?
I see it.
Fucking stop with me. He's attacked. Look at he's hurting.
I see it.
I can't look. No. Come on. Ow! Elbow. Hey. Leave me. No. Come on.
Run, Paige, run! He is very strong.
He is very strong.
Paige, do me a favor.
What can I do?
Could you get me one of these?
Patrick, it is too late at night for you to be drinking one of those.
Paige?
Patrick, it's too late at night.
Paige, I'm an adult! Now, while I play my baby game with my friends, could you please get me my big boy drink? Ah, you don't need to. I just wanted to say that.
Oh my god! Ah, fuck! You're seeing this, right?
I see it.
Get out of my way! Oh my god, it's attacking me. Please go. Oh my god, please. Elmo, please let me walk. Oh my god. Sleeping is adorable.
Alright, you guys want to see how much XP this shit gives? I gave you the numbers, but it's different to see. I want everyone to look down at this part. This part right here. You see this part? Okay. Okay, that's a lot of experience. That's a lot of experience. And when you're level 71, depending on your stats, it might be a little higher. Oh my god. You'll be able to one button it, which will cut down on precious seconds. That cat is crazy, Paige.
You're gonna not sleep for like...
Oh, that, no, I literally meant it when I said, oh, that's fine, I just wanted to be a big baby about it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I feel bad, but...
Wait, hold on. What is...
Well, I don't want you to stay up.
Wait, but hold on. You're like, Pat, you can't do this. I'm like, oh yeah, you're completely right. I don't have to do this. Are you sure? I don't...
Guilty. Because I want you to have your nice things, but it's like, this is so... I mean... It's an energy drink.
Just get it away from me. Just get it away from me. I want to thank Void Thief for subbing for 16. Says, don't let it set in. Thanks, Void Thief.
Do you...
Yeah, she is gaslighting me.
Wait, am I?
Yeah, you're totally gaslighting me.
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened was, I was like, you shouldn't have that. And then you're like, oh, you're right, I shouldn't. And then my, like, heart was like, oh no.
See ya, Kiso.
That's what I was like.
Just have your sippies. Have your...
Well, do you want to have, like, a nighttime juice?
No, I'll just eat something after the stream.
Are you hungry? Do you want me to get you something or make you something?
No.
Is there anything I can do? I feel really bad.
I can think of something you can do. Hey, it's that time again. It's time to tell the girl in your house to be quiet. Oh, look at that noise. It's quiet. Zip your mouth. It goes.
No. No quiet for you. No peace. This house shall know no peace.
Damn it.
I'm gonna bring out my fucking...
Put your fist in his ass, says your literal dog.
I'm gonna bring out my fucking banjo in a few seconds.
Oh.
Settle in.
I can't believe... Wait, I thought you had a ukulele.
It's a banjo-lele.
Oh my god, you are such an asshole!
Yeah.
That's right, you are such an asshole!
Yeah.
To have a banjo-lele.
Yeah.
You were like some kind of fucking trash hipster.
A tripster.
Fuck
If
you.
you will.
Fuck you. That people like that are what invented trip hop. Something that I don't know what it is,
What is
but
it?
I know that I hate.
Well, what is it?
It's some kind of music for assholes, I bet.
Patrick.
Let's
you know.
check. Is trip hop for
It
assholes?
might be good. You don't know.
First person respond. Yes. Yes. Trip hop is for assholes. I'm an asshole and I love trip hop.
Well,
Killing it. It's when you're singing but you trip on something. God, that's like Paige is the trip hop master. Oh, thanks, thanks for the sub, Internal Inquisitor. Oh, hey, Tusk asked, what did Monkey We'd ask? You said you'd ask when Paige returned. He kept asking us if we're into butter dogging.
What is that?
Now that we've watched Beastars. It appears to be when you slather the butter on your genitals. And your dog go for your pee-pee.
That's disgusting.
Yes, you see, there's a difference from enjoying a romantic anime that has animals in it and wanting to put your pee-pee in your doggo mouth.
Yeah, don't. Don't ever.
Those are different.
Don't do that. Don't. Ugh. Did you have to subject me to that?
I did.
Ugh.
I saw it in a Beastars thread. Need to share the cursed knowledge. No, you didn't.
Ugh.
No, you have control. You're an adult. You have power.
Ah, well.
Hey, but Pat, you don't listen to trip hop, and you're an asshole. What's your excuse? All people who listen to trip hop are assholes, but not all assholes listen to trip hop.
Oh, those are wise words.
Thank you.
Oh, Patty.
Yeah.
Do you care if I?
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you, dear.
There's something of a card-based shortage in the house. Mistakes were
made.
multiple similar mistakes were made back to back to back. And only one phone is able to get food.
This is so embarrassing. Am I asking permission to rip a fat one? I never ask permission to rip a fat one.
Yeah, she just tears hard ass.
But
you know that means like a blunt, right? Also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you were like, nah, my butthole's gonna flap like this.
My fart.
Like this.
What the hell? No.
Yeah, because your butthole's vertical.
No, stop doing that. That's horrible. Stop. That's gross. That's not...
You know how Americans love clapping?
Yeah, baby, you rip a bong, not a blunt.
Whatever.
You're dumb.
This is the sound of no hands clapping.
Stop! Stop it! Stop!
She's so upset.
I'm so upset.
It's like anxiety inducing or like distressing. That's the word I want.
Stressful. Two beats whistling blunt.
Hey, Kaisa says, just got done watching another stream's T-Prog, that's the Alexander Ultimate, the Epic of Alexander, was wondering if you and your buddies ever considering doing it. Dude, I don't even do Savage. I don't even do Savage, man. I got a buddy of mine who's working on T. And he's being a bitch in chat about it. But hey. Elmo beep beep, come here beep beep. Yeah, dude, listen, I would rather grind up my crafters and make fancy hats than do Savage. Is this entire stream tonight just domestic abuse and Pat sawing virtual wood? Well, Eternal Inquisitor. Earlier we did some runs of Eden. Then I taught people how to level their gatherers and crafters and gave them a very quick tutorial on how it works. I taught them how to use Garland tools and the Teamcraft crafting synthesizer simulator. I gave them the basics. I also told them to join the Balance Discord if you have any information you want to know about Final Fantasy XIV. Then I hit rocks for about 45 minutes. And now we're gonna saw wood for about 47 minutes. And then I pick up baby. And then I pick up the baby. And baby is soft. And baby is sweet. And baby has cute and nice little feet. I love him, he a good boy. He is dumb. Kid. Over 1,000 people? Wait, hold. Oh, I don't have my phone. How are there more people for me sawing wood than for the actual game I was playing earlier.
Because everyone wants to see your log.
I'm gonna cut this log a bit. Shh.
Yeah, saw it.
I've heard that ladies have 2 sets of teeth, says Big Natural Man. That's true. But only as children.
What the fuck?
We all have 2 sets of teeth as children.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, my brain. Alright, well, yep, that's true. Well.
It is true. You ever see a child's skull before the teeth come in? It's fucking nightmarish. It's a skeleton, but there's like teeth in the jaw, in the mandible. It's whoa, it's fucked. It's real bad.
It's pretty bad. Did you start to lose your teeth when? Like normal time? Like 6?
Yeah. I was the kid who, because I knew I would get $2 when
you started just yanking shit out.
the instant it started to go a little, I was gonna figure out a way to get it out.
Typical. You son-
It was gonna get out.
Asshole.
Eternal Inquisitor asks, now that I'm subbed, how do I join the sub Discord? Link your Discord and Twitch, and then at some point in the next day or two, the server will scan the things and say, hey, that guy should have access, and it should show up in your list.
Mayor Rev called me an egg. I like that. When am I gonna stream next? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I pulled my fucking teeth out like a fuck.
Possibly
It's when I discovered I had a really high pain tolerance.
Did you use the door?
No, I fucking just...
What the hell? That's insane.
Yeah. What, am I a pussy? Oh, the door. No, just yank them out with your fingers.
How, though?
Hard.
That sounds psychotic, dude. Like, that sounds like crazy.
You wiggle it.
Also kind of badass,
you wiggle it, and you're like, oh, it's starting to give.
I mean, shit. I mean, it's kind of metal.
You know? And then you get $2. My parents regretted ever giving me any money for the Tooth Fairy.
Of course.
Because, like, I would just be in class and blood. Oh, yanked it. Yay!
But your nose also bleeds. So
yeah, my nose.
like...
Well, it didn't bleed then.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would.
Yeah. And then within a couple weeks after these 2 front teeth coming in permanent, I had them knocked the fuck out of my face due to a playground incident with my brother, in which I got fucking clocked in the face by a metal ring. And that was the long start of much dental surgery. And you better have a high pain tolerance if you're going in for hardcore dental surgery. Because it hurts. It hurts a lot. I didn't get $2 from that. I got a hamster. Because I wanted a hamster, and my parents were like, no, we're not getting a fucking hamster. And then my face got all fucked up. And then I came home from the dentist, and there was a hamster. Named it Arnold. And about a day after we named it Arnold, we found out it was a girl hamster. And we were like, who cares?
Yeah. No, he didn't eat it, but King Bacon Crispy.
So they jammed the old ones back in here. And they were dead, and I had to get a bunch of root canals. But they lasted quite some time. And then shortly before the old channel started, they had kind of started to go bad, so they needed to come out. So we pulled them out, and they're like, all right, we're gonna drill in some permanents in there, right? And they're like, well, what do you got to do? You got to drill a socket into your mandible, and then you have to pop the new teeth on. And they were gonna drill the socket, and they're like, shit, because your teeth have been fucking gone for so long, the mandibles rotted away. So I had to have a bone graft on my mandible right here. And then what happens when you have a bone graft on your mandible right here is that cranial nerve 2 comes down here and goes here, and that when your gums swell up, they pinch on cranial nerve 2, which gives you migraine pain.
Pat.
What?
It's okay.
And in your head.
Oh, he doesn't care about the numbers.
That makes you want to die horribly, and for a couple weeks,
story.
and then that heals, and then they give you Percocet, and you're like, sick.
But you didn't like Percocet, I thought.
And it does nothing. It does nothing.
Oh.
They gave me hardcore pain drugs, and it did nothing. So I just had to live with it. And then once that's done, though, they just pop those fucking things on like a Lego, and you're good. Problem with that is that in that period, I had no front teeth, and developed a minor eating disorder.
What?
Yeah.
I don't remember you telling me that.
Yeah, you do, but you don't classify it as an eating disorder because it's a very minor eating disorder.
Wait, you wouldn't? Well, what happened? I don't remember this.
Because I went 6 months without any front teeth, and because I have falsies, like it was like a retainer, but they put like little falsies. But you have to take those out to eat, right? I became hyper paranoid about people seeing me eat.
Oh.
And so whenever I ate, I would, no matter what I was doing, I would eat like this. And I would just pull my hand up in front of my mouth and do this, which I can't stop doing.
Yeah, you still do that. I mean...
Just can't. Didn't it cost fucking tens of thousands of dollars? No. It cost, it was cheaper than I would have expected.
Didn't you have, cause
the whole family helped out.
Well, but like Canada.
No, dental go to hell.
Really?
Unless it is reconstructive surgery.
What the fuck?
Medicare does not cover dental.
But doesn't that count as reconstructive?
No.
Oh, because you don't necessarily.
It is not necessary for my quality of life. It is cosmetic.
That is stupid. Wow, I had no idea.
So some family members, and we saved up some money, and
Oh, Darius says you don't get eye and dental.
no.
Oh wow.
But now they're the strongest part of my mouth. In fact, they're way stronger than the connections to my other teeth. So I ever got clocked again, all the other teeth would fly out,
like a rabbit.
and I would look like a fucking rabbit. It also means that my bite force is functionally increased, if need be. Cat.
Listen, you get your teeth knocked out, Canada says suck it up, but here's this weed.
Pretty much. Who needs teeth when you got weed? But yeah, dental stuff's really painful, and I feel bad for anybody who has the ginger gene that makes them highly resistant to what's it called?
Pain medication?
No, there's the specific one they hit you with. Not tryptocane. Somebody in the chat's gonna let me know.
I got my all 4 wisdom teeth taken out at once.
Novocaine, yeah, Novocaine.
Novocaine. And then I just immediately went shopping.
Wow, that's crazy.
Dude, my pain tolerance. Remember, I got a spinal tap, and I was like, "Is it in yet?" Like, I
don't think that's pain tolerance. I think that's just you being fucked.
Yeah, I was pretty fucked then, but yeah, my mom and I, we just like went like vintage clothes shopping.
Yeah, so I would go in, and they blast you with the Novocaine, and the guy would be on his way out, and like, we're gonna give you 20 minutes for that to set in, and I'd be like, you need to give me more, and he's like, what? I'm like, I'm already feeling it come off.
Yeah. They should know better. They really should.
Well, they learned it after a couple trips with me.
Yeah.
And I always went to the same dentist. They were like, all right, and they would juice me up. And I would walk out of that place with the full dentist mouth, even on a cavity.
Yeah.
Just the whole, like, just can't control.
Yeah.
It would go up to my eyebrows.
Yeah.
And every time they juice you up to the eyebrows, you're like, man, I hope this wears off. It's gonna be real rough going through life like this.
Yeah, I still think that the wisdom teeth caused my, for a while, like a really long time, my jaw was asymmetrical. Because one side just was bigger than the other for a while. And I was like, like a while.
Yeah.
And I was like, what did it get, like, what happened? And Doc looked at it and was like, no. And eventually it went away, but like months later.
Man. So when I was on the wisdom teeth trip,
Yeah.
they gave me the painkillers. They really hit me up, but they didn't put me out. And the reason they didn't put me out is because my extreme resistance to painkillers meant they were afraid I was going to wake up.
Yeah.
So what they did instead was they hit me with the gas.
Oh, man.
They hit me with that nitrous.
That's
so
nuts.
It still kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Because they're pulling on your jaw and stuff like that, and like your neck hurts, stuff like that. But it wasn't big of a deal. But the thing is, it kind of hurt. It wasn't that big of a deal. But the gas made it so I didn't give a fuck. I did not give a fuck about shit when I was on that gas. I was just woo, just fucking woo. And there was a part that I remember thinking was really, really funny at the time, but it's not as funny anymore. So I waited until I was 24 to get my wisdom teeth taken out. And every single time I saw my dentist, every 9 months, right, since I was like 17, they're like, Pat, you're going to have to get your wisdom teeth taken out. And I'm like, yeah, but it's a scary operation, you know? And then one day when I was bagging groceries at the grocery store, it felt like my head exploded. Just all of a sudden, and it was radiating out from the back of my jaw. And I was like, oh, great. They pushed that one last millimeter and they're pinching on something. And it's not going to stop until they're out. So I ended up getting an emergency appointment for the next day. I think I took 3 weeks off of work. And when they were taking out the wisdom teeth, they were so impacted that my dentist got the pliers on, you know, and had to put his foot up on the chair.
Oh, man.
To just
That sounds like the
fucking yank it.
That sounds like the dentist from Little Shop of Horrors.
And
that's horrible.
When I got out, the tooth pain was pretty bad, but my face looked like somebody had kicked my ass because the amount of pushing and pulling they had to do on my jaw was like they were punching me in the face. And it was pretty fucked up for a while. It's pretty bad. What was my food of choice? Ice cream. Also soup. I would have ice cream until my mom said, stop eating so much fucking ice cream. And then I would have soup.
Which I said, like, what, the other night? Like,
yeah.
They're healed, Patrick.
I also had yogurt, yeah. I also had braces. Which
I had braces.
Yeah, have fun.
What's up? In fact, fun fact, I technically still have braces.
I had, you had the inner retainer, like, underneath?
Yeah, so I have a permanent retainer on the underside of my teeth.
Yeah, I had that until I was about, I want to say like 28, and then it finally went. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably fine. Huh. It lasted a decade. But Bear Goes Honk says, I'm surprised Pat isn't using up his leaves. You'll see why. But when I had braces, if anybody hasn't had braces, and I'm sure everybody who had braces is going to relate to the story, like, you're going to have to eat really easy food when you get your braces tightened. Because, you know, it's basically just you put it on and they tighten it a little bit to move it.
Yeah.
And The first time I got my braces tightened, I was like, oh, well, what's not hard food? And my mom made hot dogs. And I went to go bite into the hot dog and, like, cried. Because it hurt so bad. And I was unable to break the skin on the hot dog.
Ugh.
I was completely unable.
Yeah. Did you have a retainer?
I did have a retainer, yeah.
I had one too. Had to wear that shit around. You better believe I was the hottest chick on the planet with that fucker on my head.
I don't know. It's its own thing now. But it's like a creepy sex thing.
Yeah, but like then, you were the dorky, gross girl.
Yeah, well at least you didn't have like a back brace for like scoliosis or something.
My friend had a brace for her scoliosis. You dickbag. How rude. Yeah, you should feel bad. Dirtbag.
I don't really feel bad.
Oh,
I just feel bad that you had a friend that had a back brace.
Oh my god, Pat! It's a back brace! Don't be a dick! She needed a back brace.
You're right. The back brace,
is not hot.
It
Stop
is.
that. It is functional.
It is pretty hot.
Stop it. You guys stop.
It's like how'd your back get fucked up? Maybe I can unfuck it.
Stop it. Enough. Enough. No.
I know how to put a curve in your spine.
Patrick, I swear to God. All of you, stop it. Everyone in here. Stop. Oh, God. Chat is fucked.
Yeah, well, they're my chat. That's how they got fucked.
Oh, the grass is dead where we fucked, Tom.
That's right. Oh, look at this. We got 32 of these fucking things. We're getting there, gang. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, hey. Tabari sub for 16. Thanks, Tabari. Says, praise the chill grind. Thanks, Tabari. Appreciate it. And Cappy sub for 12. Thanks, Cappy. Says, Pat's teeth adventures are a great backdrop to leveling Carpenter. I got confused for a second and thought, oh, are you leveling Carpenter? No, I'm leveling Carpenter. Look at his baby. Look at this sweet boy. I love him. Monkey weed, I don't think that's true. Oh, Future City says he actually hit Carpenter 70 while listening to this. Pat's having such a chill time and I'm suffering an E5S. That's why I don't do Savage.
Mothman wants to know when they're adding Dentist to 14.
They're not.
Well, yeah.
What, Pat, why not just buy 15 leave items and fly to 80?
When you put it back on, it died. I'm sorry.
Is it really that fast? 15 items? Did you never order the food?
I didn't.
Paige, now I'm not going to be able to order the food when I'm done the stream.
Sorry.
Order the food. You wasted bitch.
I'm not even drunk.
You're just special.
Patrick, no. I am a special girl, but I fucking had
Paige,
a teacup of like some...
Paige, you're not like other girls.
Oh, God. Blech. Blech.
HQ levs for crafting are the majority of my crafting leveling. Well, I'll give it a shot. I'll do the math on it. I'm gonna ask. Mandra says I'm getting 2 levels from GC hand-ins at 70. It's nuts. I would ask my friends, but I need my phone.
Do you want it?
I want you to order that food first.
I did not drink any weed juice.
I have not done the Crystarium deliveries. Grand Company hand-ins? Yeah. Well, I mean, I've already done this. And there's no going back now. Nah, I'm not still playing League. Yeah, the thing with the Crystarium stuff is that, the Crystarium stuff is limited to a single class. That being said, this will be my 5th class level. Also, on the plus side, doing the Ishgardian restoration stuff does get you resources that you can use to get a fancy mount. Yeah, I'll probably, alright. Hey, there's three, right? One's Alchemist and Culinarian, which I've unfortunately finished. But I'm sure there's one other that I can do. Yeah, I'll probably do that with another one. Why is someone dancing behind me?
Who is it?
Some asshole, I bet.
I don't know. It's a pretty good background dancer.
Let's find out who it is. Oh, I can't. I can't select.
A smooth criminal, that's who it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want to see.
I was recommended that this was the way to level by Cool Lightning. But I will be checking out the Crystalline Mean for the remainder. Because I actually really like the Crystalline Mean quests. That being said, this is all very fast. And I do want that stupid gorilla mount. But yeah, there are a million different ways to level crafters now. It's very fast. It's very, 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 very fast. Maybe out of date, because 70 to 80 with leaves takes like 5 minutes. Did I do the weekly turn-in for 2 free levels? I did not.
What?
Pick the food!
I'm trying!
What do I think about the Victress arcade stick? I have no idea. I don't even know what that is. I feel so sad to not have my phone.
You'll have it in a second. I'm sorry, baby.
I'll just pet this cat.
Give me a couple more seconds.
One triple turn-in HQ gives you an entire level at 70. Yes, 70 easy. 3 of these, which are laughably fast. Which is a triple turn-in. By the way, is a full level. So it's probably exactly the same. Oh, that is Virgil, ain't it? Mankey fight? What do you mean what's actually open? Oh, you mean food-wise? Oh, tons of shit. Tons and tons of shit. Is Crafter Gatherer leveling just Netflix time? Yeah, totally. It's actually laughably fast nowadays. You can do leaves, you can do turn-ins, you can do Crystalline Mean, you can do Beast Tribes, you can do Ishgardian Restoration.
Just so you know, I put the thing in and it was like, it's totally gonna do it. And then it just went to, like, this and it showed pass orders.
Give me my fucking phone.
Well, I just
Give me my phone, you broke it.
Careful.
Paige broke my phone. Every time I give this woman my phone to do Uber Eats, she break my phone.
I didn't.
Every single time. 100% time. Elmo, I love you. I love you. Oh, baby. Oh, look at him. He baby.
I broke the food. Now Montreal will starve.
Look, baby. Oh.
I didn't break it. But my fear, Patty, is like if I were to reorder, then there would be 2.
Yeah, that's why I'm restarting the phone.
Oh, you're so smart.
Am I?
Yeah.
Or is it a comparative issue?
Rude.
Shaking my head. First page gaslights you. Now she cuts off your outside contact.
Oh.
Makes me dependent on her for food.
Oh, stop.
I can't believe it, Paige.
Pat.
But yeah, so this is like super fucking laid back. Like I can just hang out and talk with you guys, or we can like jerk our dicks, or like hang out with you guys and jerk our dicks. You know, whatever. Just hanging out.
What's my idea of cooking?
All right, so it did order.
It did? Okay, sick. Thank you. Oh no, I love.
Does everyone want to guess what's open at this hour that Paige would like to eat?
One PP touch. I fucking wish Wendy's. Oh, we were supposed to go to the Wendy.
Yeah, we forgot.
One day. One day we will Wendy.
The grass is dead where we fuck Tom come from. Oh, it came from me, Paige, and Eli making fun of Star Trek Voyager off stream. So there's no way you could know. What class you hoping for next? I'm hoping for Chemist. I absolutely hope Chemist is the next healer. That'd be the shit. Alright, so I may be wrong about the XP rates. It's possible that leaves are faster. If that's the case, cool. But the way to level is pretty simple. Find leaves, find a turn-in, find a guild thing, find a beast tribe. Go get a bunch of shit and make it, and turn it in. Well, if I'm wrong, that means Cool Lightning's wrong. And it's Cool Lightning's fault. Hey, Pat, how do you start crafting if you don't have much gil to begin with? Slow and steady. You get your gatherers up. Yeah, just gather everything. Your stomach alright?
Why is it gurgling?
It is.
Oh, sorry.
Oh man, my gear is falling apart. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's a palico there. Oh, Paige, look. My tiny baseball minion looks like you following me around.
Oh, huh. I guess it does, huh?
A tiny baseball Paige. Three more. Where do you get the title Tonberry? I have no idea. I mean, I might have it, but how long do you think it would take to get to Shadowbringers from 3.3 if it took me 260 hours to get from 3 to 3.3? Probably the same amount. Ish, maybe a little less. Wait, 2 Shadowbringers? 50? I don't know. It's tough to tell, man. We did it, guys. This is my favorite part of this process. Oh, wait. Oh, there's Mothman. Dead again. How's he doing that? And this was Kenshiro Kasumi. Alright. This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part. And there we go. $80. Oops, nope. Turn to inventory, please. Turn to inventory. There we go. And we did it. Yay. Yay. All right. Now, we're going to go check out the leaves. Why? Because I want to see how long they take. To the crystalline mean! Yeah, you walked away for 5 minutes, now I'm level 80. Isn't that crazy? More like crystalline memes, am I right? No, seriously though. Okay, hold on. Cherished memories, Forge Master. Well, you'll be damned. Friends of... Yeah, I totally fucked that up. Whoops. Oh, well. Only the triple turn-ins are worth it. Yeah, that's about right. It says Little Big Quebec. Even I knew that. Alright, let's go to GSM. Tradecraft leaves. What? No. So right away, there's a problem. There's no triple turn-in. There is, though? Some of those are triple? How do you tell? It's the elf woman. The triple turn-in for the elf woman is... All your dreams, wait, blah, blah, blah. Alright. Pair of hematite earrings of healing. Alright. Let's take a look. We need hematite earrings of healing. Hematite earrings of healing. There we go. We're going to add to favorite. And we're going to get 3 of those HQ. Alright. We're going to do that and we're going to tell. Oh, that's wrong. I need garland tools. What am I doing? Get out of here. Hematite. Earrings of healing. Let's craft it up. Let's add to the crafting list. This list sucks! This list uses timed nodes! Look how many fucking... Hold on a second. Look how many fucking items you need to get for this. Like... A lot of this are cheap on the market? Yeah, but the Ishgard ones you just gather them yourselves. Just buy them, huh? Yeah, no, fuck that. No, Ishgard's way better. Ishgard's way better. Fuck timed nodes for leveling. That sucks. Is there anything I want to do? Oh, what's the T-pose dance? I should really have that. What is the T-pose dance? It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. Oh, which is it? Yol, Charmed, Songbird. No. No. Yellow Ranger pose. No. Bomb? Gentlemen. Oh, the screen's messed up? Oopsie. Sorry about that, guys. Do I not have the Yol dance? But I want it to be all T-pose. Well, I guess we'll do this fancy dance here. Hey, Nemesis Nick, sub for 2. Thanks, Nemesis. This is question mark. Yeah, we crafted. I still personally recommend the Ishgard ones. But if you don't have any patience and want to just buy shit off the market board, you could do the goddamn leave shit. I don't know. I would recommend also doing the crystalline meme, as well as the Moogles, the Namazu, etc. Alright, that's it for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for some Resident Evil 6. That's right. Alright, you all have a good night. Peaches!
Huh?
Do you have anything to advertise?
My stream will happen sometime this week. Do you want to do Dark Souls?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. That'll be at twitch.tv/peachsaliva. That's where
That's where that happens. Alright, y'all have a good night, everybody. Bye.